Good evening, everyone. Fighting pilot extraordinaire Ace Windfall. Just realized he was muted for the first part of that little introduction there. We're getting jazzy in here. As I am wont to do, I put the game on, made sure it worked before stream. I did that about 30 minutes ago, and this has been on for the last 30 minutes. And I've just been listening to this on loop, and I'm in it. I also just unplugged my fight stick in order to plug a controller in, because I think this game might be best played with a controller. I don't know about that one. Freeze! No. Thank you, Bahais. We don't know. It could be. This is May's grandfather, for all we know. But good morning. Welcome in. You're just in time. And on my detective bullshit, of course, I will also be... We're in this old bad boy. And if need be, so sure I'm gonna need your help. Thank you. You can put that away for now. Now then. Shall we? I don't know anything about this game. I know I've been told it's good, and it was on sale because they made a second one, and I have both of them now. Also, apparently there was when I logged into Steam today, there was a sale for both what was it? There was the Cerebral Puzzle Showcase, and there was the Cozy Family Friendly Weekend Deal. I'm pretty sure this was on both of them as well. But either way, that sale just took a giant bat on my wallet. Worth it. Now then. Let's get to work. I don't know how this... There we go. Would you like the dialogue to auto-advance? I'm going to say no. And then I'm on... I looked this up because there were options in the... Because I like looking through the options, make sure like subtitles are on and that kind of stuff. And I looked this up. So yes, I want detective mode. I want to show my smarts. Because it was, do you want story mode on or off? I was like, what's story mode mean? And this is just full on... you know, just for the story, but we want to do our detections. So let's.
Life wasn't easy.
Ooh, there we go. We're in there. Yeah, nice, Lahais. I think Twitch is doing some cross promo stuff with them because there was a little thing that was like, oh, streamer, you gotta if you do a stream together with Night Rain, you get like a bunch of bonus stuff, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, and I think Night Rain came out today, so good luck to anyone playing it. Now then.
I was a freshly divorced duck, not able to pay next month's rent.
God damn, he's my kind of character already.
Not that I had paid for it this month yet. My brain felt foggy, and I was trying to remember. Where did all my money go?
I wouldn't have any clue where all my money went. Definitely not to
I had to retrace last
cards
night's
or
steps.
to cerebral puzzle games. Oh my god, they're gonna use this soundtrack actually. I'm so excited for this. Deductions. Deductions are a vital part of a detective's work. Find clue words by questioning persons and inspecting your surroundings. Name added to clues. Okay. Enter clue words into the blank spaces to solve deductions. Miss Markova likes to eat Miss Petrova's incredibly old broccoli. Okay, I see. The nest egg. So this is about my money then. So I have to solve this one first. The nest egg. Blank spent his or her last money on blank for blank. Find more clues. Less money on rent for blank. Presumably this is just rent. Okay. I have my suspects. My inventory. My last money. Not even enough to take a return bus trip. Cool. Then the map. You have the old computer, the old park. We have computer, park. Hey, what's up, Boba? What's up, spare parts? Spare parts? Hold on. I realized something, actually. Spare parts, you also need to get your little thing on, don't you? Do you have a hat, actually, spare parts for this? What's this one? I think this is your Explorer hat. You don't really have a hat for this, do you? That's fine. I'll wear the hat for both of us today. What's up, Boba? Happy Thursday, welcome in. You're just in time to start a deduction. Back. I'm not tabbed in, that's why. Back. There we go, got it. We just began the game. This beautiful jazz soundtrack. This duck with not a penny to his name and freshly divorced. Quack indeed. Oh my god, I like that actually. I saw the little I saw this style. I didn't realize that it'd be I kind of like this. It's kind of very, oh my god. It's very adorable the way that it's like moving around. It's just a simple flip sprite, but this is actually really adorable.
This fresh smell.
Oh, the breadcrumbs.
Oh, sweet, spongy loaf. Ah, you keep me safe at night.
I feel like that's where I spent quite a bit of my money.
No messages.
Oh, it is a little Paper Mario-y. I've never actually played one, but I've seen enough of it that I know exactly what you mean, where it's like, it's just the 2D sprite that just flips around, just like paper.
I won't be needing this badge anymore. I guess I can keep it as a souvenir. My new job as the duck detective isn't going any better, though.
Not if I can help that. The duck detective added to clues.
If things keep going badly, I could always sell it online.
So he was a police officer, but he's given up the job to follow his presumably passion as a detective.
I can't believe Anna actually filed the divorce papers.
I can't stress enough. I say this a lot, but sometimes it just feels appropriate to say the game was made specifically for me. You have your sad divorced man who wants to be a detective.
Second overdue notice. I wonder at what point they start kicking people out.
We'll find you your money, detective. He sighs.
I took that photo of her in a secluded tulip field.
Aww.
We spoke for hours under the stars that night. And now, she doesn't even answer my texts. I have everything I need to solve this now.
Aww. So, the nest egg, rent bread tulips. So to solve this, the duck detective spent his or her last money on blank for, hold on, wait. No, okay, you could do this different ways, but the correct answer is the duck detective spent his last money on bread for, hold on, actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute, hold on. He sighs.
I took that photo of her in a secluded tulip field. We spoke for hours under the stars that night. And now, she doesn't even answer my texts.
Wait. Okay, that's what the Y button does. Oh, that's cute. Hold on. Oh, it's up on the D-pad. There we go. Hold on. Oh, I can just pick the duck detective again. Never mind. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. I can just pick myself. Okay, never mind. I got it.
But the toast helps me to forget.
Oh, my boy. Waddle your way over there.
Hannah! I'm a different duck now. I haven't had a slice of bread in weeks.
That's a bold-faced lie.
You have to believe me!
Don't believe him. It's not even Anna.
Oh. Yeah, you're speaking to the duck detective. Let's discuss this in person. Now, be there in an hour.
The bear bus. Oh, look at that little koala.
I spent more than half of my remaining cash on the bus fare. And here I was, in front of Bear Bus office. Some sort of rundown call center.
Call center?
I better crack this case, or I won't even have enough money to make it back home.
Oh no! I do like this game a lot right now. Ooh, there's a little bison over there. What's down on the D-pad
Detective
do?
work isn't easy.
I like that I picked that instinctively, but it ended up being right under the spotlight, so I could have a little soliloquy moment.
You need to pay attention to everything you see and hear. There must have been something I overlooked.
No, we're good. What does this
There was
do?
nothing to ponder yet.
Okay, that makes sense.
I just had to keep collecting clues.
Okay, that's like your little hint button. And that's the end of the map over there. Can I go on the street? Okay, there's nothing over there. Can I waddle faster? No, okay. Ooh, a little trash can. What's this koala pro? There's little physics. It's that little like cute little detail where you can like quack or they're the little phys. Oh yes! Oh, I thought it was gonna like actually be able to break apart too.
I'm staying here until I get my money back. Bear bus? Huh, more like scam bus.
Hold on, I need my detective notebook for this as well. Have to remove all those puzzle box pages. Go on.
You, sound unhappy.
You bet I am. Their stupid buses always arrive late. I came back from a work trip to the west and arrived here at 3 in the morning. And they don't even want to give me a refund.
Their bus. No refunds.
How much did you pay?
Too smart.
Too smart.
But that's not the point. It's about the principle.
I understand.
I'm so angry!
I appreciate your time, ma'am. Where am I?
New bus route starting in August. Visit the scenic mountains of Salsicha.
New bus route, huh? New bus route. Salsiska. Let's see.
I'd always tell Anna we'd go there one day.
And waddle on in. I like the loading screen hints, by the way. I noticed that when I booted in, they're all like little
I could
goofy
already
duck
tell
facts.
based on her face that the receptionist was a tough one.
It was a Ben. Happy Thursday, log one in. You're just in time. The mystery is about to begin.
She wouldn't make life easy for me, but I had to make my way into the office.
I understand why May has become a detective. Her father is quite the case. However, I think the mother took May in the divorce. May's mother, of course, Anna, as we all know now.
I'm the duck detective. I'm here to investigate a case.
Okay.
She's on her
You work
phone.
here.
No.
Well, then I can't let you in.
She got a cute little like cat plushie, by the way.
But I've been hired by someone from Bearbus.
Who hired you?
I didn't get a name, actually.
I didn't catch their name.
Listen, buddy. You better get out of here, or I'll have to call security.
There's always more to people than you might think. I should take a closer look and figure out what she's about.
Oh, this is cute. She's got about cute cats. Oh, there's even a cute cat poster behind her, too. Hold on, wait. Yeah, can I... Y. Inspection. Use the magnifying glass to find clues and press A to uncover them. So wait, ooh, her name. We have to put this on then. Winthamir? Oh shit. Yes, yes. Haha. Her little keychain. She's a K-pop fan, I see. Oh wow, I actually it is her eye. She's been looking at oh she's sad. I see. I have a feeling that one of her recent K-pop fans. Oh, I like that sometimes they just get a little, like the feet getting the little detail there, or like yeah, like the little. Oh, that's really cute. It's entirely like a lot more detailed through the magnifying glass. That's so cute. Oh, if she's crying and looking at a K-pop phone, I wonder if her K-pop stan like not died, graduated. Also, not K-pop stan. What's the name for like an Oshi, but like for K-pop? Is it just? It's not Oshi. It'd be whatever the Korean word for Oshi is.
You're still here?
All we can do is leave right now.
I'll leave you alone.
Hold on. What can I? You. Find more clues. We need more clues for her. But now we know some things. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's okay, she didn't see me. Oh, what? Why is this a giraffe? Cute. It's not wrong. September, that's the month we're in. There's a smiley. It's happy. Oh no, is she not supposed to be working today? The 7th, today. Okay. Something, oh, is it her birthday, maybe?
Tomorrow is Friday.
Okay. Wait,
Need to remember to collect my dry cleaning.
was this a European calendar? Oh, it's a European calendar. Everything seems blurry, but if you pay attention, you see more details. I like it, Ben. Since only mom raised May, she always wanted to know more about her estranged father. Oh my god! I like the Arknights May fan fiction. Oh, is this a suggestion box? Yes! I swear to God, if someone steals my mug again, I'll end them. So there's been a mug that's been stolen. Stolen mug, huh? I'll find the mug who stole that mug. Laura from CS is way too loud. I can hear her keyboard all the way from my desk. What? You don't like a good mechanical keyboard? Laura, though. I don't know if that's our Laura, because CS would be different. It's Sophie's birthday next Thursday. Just saying. Sophie Witters. I see. What else am I missing here? Wait, Chatto. Can I put things together? So there's the stolen mug, there's this, and there's this. I don't know what else there would be, unless it was like the suggestion box itself. Ooh, maybe we'll have to come back. Right? Oh, Sophie. Oh, pff. My bad. I clicked on the birthday one. I didn't click on the Sophie one. Well, that is true. They gotta have a... They make a... That's my fight stick, right? I know they make silent buttons for that. Obviously, you can also just get different switches for your mechanical keyboard, like cherry reds or browns, I believe, are both non-clicky, but like, I love my blues. I guess this is a Razer keyboard, so they're technically greens, but they gotta make
These
like
are quite mundane.
the keyboard covers. Linears are good too, but I'm
surprised nobody wrote something more scandalous.
I like feeling powerful, and blues and greens make me feel powerful. Suspects. It's important to work out a suspect's name to crack the case. Sophie... Enter the first and last name into the slots below the portrait in your journal suspect page. So we have this now. Sophie Windheimer. It has the full one here. Oh. We know she's sad.
I should be able to figure out what's going on with her.
It's her birthday, unfortunately. And she's here working instead of enjoying it. She should be at home at a K-pop She should be at home, possibly watching a K-pop concert.
I need to check my notes in the deduction section.
Ooh, the entrance. Sophie is feeling sad because I don't know what nobody has remembered her birthday. Ha.
That's why she's making such a face. I should try and cheer her up.
The Duck Detective loves a lot of K-pop. He had to for his daughter May before she went and was taken in the divorce. I wanna interact here first if I can. It says no, stay out.
Server room. It's locked.
Okay. Sorry, Sophie. I keep knocking things over.
You're still here?
I guess this is a good chance to see, like, if I get multiple options or if I only get one and I'm done. So we'll go in order then.
Good observation, Sophie Windheimer.
That's right. I know your name.
Get out.
Aren't you impressed I deduced your name?
I'm wearing a name tag, nitwit.
Well, it only has your last name on it.
Well, it doesn't say your first name, though.
That part is creepy, but I'm choosing to ignore it. You're still here?
Okay, so you do get multiple options. Good. Nice. Okay.
I'm just here to wish you a happy birthday.
How did you know?
Just another one of Duck Detective's great deductions.
I like that it has the little silent K in there.
Huh? Anyway, that was really nice of you.
Aww.
No one else remembered. Can you believe it? If you know my birthday, you must have a connection to someone here. Here's the key card to the office.
Can you tell me where you got that poster? I think it's really cute. Nice. Oh, not nice though, Boba. Which one were you rolling on? Were you rolling on the pink girl or on the Fate one? Ooh. The pink girl. Oh no. What's up, Kiwi? Happy Thursday, welcome in. This is Detective May, his father. He lost May in the divorce, because he is divorced. The mother, Anna, took May. We're writing fanfic as we speak, Kiwi. I'm sorry about that. Can you... How does Genshin work? Can you, like, Are you just done, then? Is that just unfortunate? Oh.
You could have just told me you know someone here. Not sure why you acted so weird with all the detective business.
It's not weird to have a detective business. Don't look at my hat right now.
You could have just told me you know. Not sure why you acted so weird with all the detective.
The next 50-50 is guaranteed. So wait, can you still roll on this same banner then?
It says server room. It's locked.
Oh, nice. It's not weird to me, Sophie. I'm with you, Kiwi. I wish you luck, Boba. Hopefully you can save enough to get your next 50-50 for the pink girl or
Stained
for the
carpets and peeling wallpaper
ones.
exuded a stench of stale coffee and abandoned dreams. I knew I couldn't stay long, or it would rub off on me.
This is the last straw!
Oh my god.
Fredersen needs to be fired!
I'll see what I can do.
Fredersen needs to be fired.
Who are you?
I think I have an idea with Fredersen. It's Someone's upset about a clicky-clacky keyboard.
Do you have a problem? If you have one, just call our damn hotline.
I'm Eugene McQuacklin. the
Eugene
detective.
McQuacklin!
The client hired me to investigate a case.
Why didn't you just say so? It's time we put an end to the awful lunch death. All we need to fire him is some evidence from the upper management. I'll be in my office.
Oh, this is cute.
First, I had to find out who works here and what their jobs are.
I like it, detective.
I needed to find my client as well. Thankfully, I remembered the piece of paper I had in my jacket from taking notes during the call.
But you didn't take his name? Client note. Get. Oh my god, look at that little duck! I mean, it's early, like this one. I was only 49 pulls in. So wait, so the way that it works in Genshin then is there's a hard pity at like 80 or so pulls. But basically it's like you're pulling until you get one of the two things on the banner. And then like the next time you get that same situation, you always get the other one, basically. That's not too bad compared to what I've always been told. Nice. Good luck. I think I said this earlier, but I don't have anything gacha-wise coming up for me for a while, so Boba, please take all of my luck that you can. So we got the suspects, we got the client, the entrance, the nest egg. Blank the giraffe works as a blank. So this is Sophie the giraffe, works as a receptionist. We don't have that one. The bear is blank, and he is the blank. Blank the cat works in blank. The crocodile called blank works in the blank. Got it. Okay, cool. So we got four suspects, at least four suspects here. The giraffe, the bear, the little cat, and the crocodile. And me, of course. The client. Blank hired the duck detective because his/her blank was blank by a coworker known as blank. His/her lunch was stolen by a coworker known as unknown. Ooh. So in my inventory, though... Oh, auto mod. There we go. So my last money. Not enough to take a return bus trip. Office keycard grants access to the Bear Bus office. Client note. I hastily wrote this before heading to the client's address. I can't do anything with it. Oh, objects. Yeah, the birthday calendar. So, Fenderson, or Frederson, I'm assuming that it's... Someone steals Mogan, I'm gonna end it. Laura from CS is way too loud. I'm gonna lean towards it's Laura Frederson. Laura Frederson? Loud keyboard? Put that in the notes. Ooh. Can I click on any of these? No, it's just telling me like where people are. If in reception, he's in his office, but this is the boss office. This is a different office. There's outside. There's the benches outside. Okay. Pondering. Tricky deductions might require new perspectives. Press down on the D-pad to get additional guidance at any time. Ho. Now then, let's get to work.
It's a list of all the bus drivers.
One of those bison out front.
The most busy
Oh,
driver
thank you, Dolly.
of all four seems to be Petrovich.
Good job, spare parts. What's up, Dolly? Happy Thursday, welcome on in. You're just in time for our deductions to begin in true and full. Arcanite C and Junovan is going to drop in an hour or two. Nice. Is it going to be the, it's not the anniversary. Is it the, what is it, the celebration event? The thank you event, technically? Or is it one of the big three? Petrovic. So Petrovic is more than likely our... Petrovic. He's probably our bison, the one standing out by the buses. Probably the Phantom event. Oh, cool. Investigation. The Salami. The secret Salami, as it were. Cash payment. Receipt. Expensive. West currency. 210W. Mr. Brandenburg. 30W extra pepper salami. Total 210. So it's times 7, of course. I see. What's up here that I'm looking at? Is it just the salami itself? Salami. High quality. Is there anything else we know yet? Ooh, nothing yet. I think that's all we can do for now. Hello. Shiny new bag. Spotless. Then.
That's a lot of salami.
I'm the only one here in the operating office. Can you imagine? I plan all the bus routes and make sure the buses are on time. Isn't that so cool?
The operating office.
Don't you have an angry customer shouting outside about the buses being late?
That's true. I didn't take her name down because I don't think she gave me a name, but she paid 2 whole schmark for her bus.
Really?
Ooh, I can evidence him? Ooh, yeah. Are you the... I don't know. Yeah, you know what? There's no reason not. Let's investigate him first. He's a nerd! He's got thick glasses, strong prescription. He's got a bit of eyesight there. He's got some chompers. Laura. His name or someone else's? Velcro shoes. Lame. Do you know anything about this? No, I have.
Do you have any idea who picked me to investigate?
He chuckles.
No idea, but I'm so happy you're here. I have a copy of your book. The Early Bird Catches the Criminal.
I'm a published author?
Can you sign it?
Well, of course. Anything for a loving fan. Also, I'm legitimately surprised that my character wrote a book. He signs.
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel like I'm getting confused with another detective right now, actually, based on that reaction.
Woo! Thanks so much, Mr. Duck Detective.
Maybe not, actually.
I won't ever forget this. This will become a core memory.
A core memory. Well then, thank you for your time. Laura, question mark? My initial suspicions are growing. We know that someone's stealing lunch. My initial suspect right now is currently this gentleman, this person, whose name may or may not be Laura. Because of the thick glasses, my assumption is that they don't do it on purpose. They just can't read very well. And they just take what they assume is theirs, but unfortunately it is not theirs. The Bear Bus schedule. Of course, Brezel. Connects down over to Salsicia. That's a new bus route. We know that from outside. Escargot. And then Hollandaise. Hollandaise is a sauce. Escargot is snails. What's Salsicia and Brezel? Are those also food things?
Their buses don't go very far.
Like there's a banana on the floor here. No, stop doing that! Stop making a mess!
The 2 desks on this side look unused.
Sorry, I don't mean to do it. Oh, I was just barking. I didn't mean to. You're quacking. I didn't mean to do that. Someone hasn't been getting a lot of sleep, or is very agitated. What is that in your pocket? An energy drink, I see. Some bad habits you have. Is it? Yep. Got his own headset. He's dedicated. He's an audiophile, likely. Actually, if he's got his own brand, he's not complaining about Frederson's. I assumed Laura Fredison was the one with the loud keyboard. We don't know who's the one with the loud keyboard, right? But maybe this person the one with the loud keyboard. They brought stuff in from home, which means they brought a mechanical keyboard from home. Brezel is a pretzel? Ooh. Thank you. She answers a call.
This is Fairbus. How can I help you? This is the third time you're calling. I'm telling you.
I don't believe that person up there, the crocodile with the mug, is Laura. I'm thinking that this might be Laura, as evidenced by the fact that they're wearing a red parka, and that Laura Cup was red. As someone who has a favorite color, I understand.
Your ex-wife did not cancel your booking.
Oh, it hurts the heart to hear that one.
She, looks busy.
I know you look busy, but, hello? You're an option here.
I need to ask you some questions.
No, I'm sorry. You can't take your 12 trombones on the bus.
Why not? Hold on, wait.
What? Can't you see I'm talking to a customer? It's company policy. Nothing I can do. Goodbye.
Do you know anything about who called me here?
What are you talking about? Listen, I have a million more emails to answer, and there are 50 people in the phone queue.
And I think she's the only one here answering these things.
I have worked 10 days in a row, including 3 night shifts.
Oh no!
And Manfred still doesn't want to give me a raise!
Manfred, the big boss, huh? Manfred equals big boss. Eye patch emoji.
Just leave me in peace!
So, you have no clues for me?
But before I leave you alone, I got one more question. You know anything about that girl out front? A little Sophie W? Sophie W. I'm just gonna put that down in the notebook. If I'm with my Achilles heels, the locks on my Sims game are bugged. Ooh. They're not letting you put things in / out, or... Ooh. You're gonna have to, like, try reloading it. Ben, the rough part is, this might be all she has right now.
What is your relationship with Sophie Windheimer?
Windheimer. Just like the Duck Detective, she might be on her last little bits of money. And she has 2 overdrawn, or 2 eviction notices that she's currently forgetting about.
Excuse me for a second. Oh man, I don't know how I'd survive the office without her.
I see. This, possibly Laura character and Sophie might be good friends.
Sucks that she's at the reception. I would have loved to have her in the office. I'm back. Yes, please collect your toddler from the bus station.
I see. Thank you. You've been quite a good bit of help, Laura. It's on a raised foundation? Is it like, if it is an uneven foundation or something that it just gives you issues? Ooh. What do we have here? Hello. Mrs. Whitlock, I see. Password. Me in sexy aliens. Well. Let me write this one down. Whitlock. Freaky? Well. That's a...
I wonder if there are clues to her password. I don't think I have enough information to crack it yet. The PC is on, but the person who works at this desk seems to be on a break. They only have a single person answering the hotline right now? That's surprising.
No, based on what I know, it's not that surprising. I'm not going to knock that one over. Oh no, there's more phones. Oh my god, look at these little skulls! I think that's the boss based on everything else. Employee of the month. Insert photo here, so there's not one there yet. Layout. Lazy. Ah, I see. So presumably, actually, the way it is that instead of, like, making a new one, they just use these instead as their employee of the month. Freddy sucks. We have a Freddy here. Rufus Sedaris. That's a whole ass name right there. Stop with the post-its. Okay, so it's not that these post-its. So Rufus Sedaris, I think, might be a platypus, is my guess, considering that Rufus Sedaris, there's this image here and it says fixed, whereas this one was here before, possibly. And Freddy.
I'm not sure I'd feel particularly appreciated.
And I think Freddy might be the one that had the surprise joyous emoji there. Before we go talk with the big boss, let's check it a bite to
In
eat.
here must be the crime scene. First, I want to find out who the people in the office are.
Just a normal everyday platypus, nothing special about that one.
It will make things easier in the long run. I'll need to remember to write everything down in my deductions.
Let's see. My guess is that we have a... I don't want to fill this in yet, actually, because what if it's just like, yeah, you're right. It's like, I don't know if I'm right or not. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna leave that hanging for now. My assumption that this is Laura, not Frederson. Hold on. Where is my, Laura Sophie? Laura from CS is way too loud. See, it's call center is not an S. Call servicing? It's way too loud. I can hear a keyboard all the way to my desk. Ooh. It's Sophie's birthday next Thursday, just saying. That's in red. That makes me think that that's Laura's handwriting. Laura from CS is way too loud. That's in green. That makes me think it's the crocodile. Swear to God, if someone sees my mug, I'll end them. Actually, wait a minute. So this one probably isn't... This is probably not Laura. This is Laura because someone stole her mug. And the crocodiles clearly stole the mug. Okay. Interesting, is my assumption right now. Let's see what else we have. Freddy and Rufus. So we know that Sophie works as the receptionist. The bear is, we don't know the name yet, and he is the blank. The cat works in blank. The crocodile is called blank and works in the operating office. We do know that one. Because Gator stole her coffee mug? Maybe. I think it's also because she needs advanced drinks. We don't have a last name for this. We just know the name is Laura because Laura from CS is way too loud. I can hear her keyboard all the way to my desk. So we don't have a last name for her. Frederson was who Laura was. I'm gonna assume that this is Frederson. Because presumably Laura knows who... Laura was complaining about Frederson. I think Laura might know that Frederson was the one who took this, but I don't know this one for a fact. We don't have any other names right now that we can work off of. Since I believe that Rufus is a platypus or some other duck-billed-esque person, and Whitlock is clearly like a lamb or something. Red Bull with black coffee, she would die. Now then, with all that, only one more person in the office before we have to go back outside and talk with that bison.
The dimly lit room seemed to promise well-kept secrets and rumors.
Listen to that music, guys. Herr Ernst. Well, we have a name now.
What
Or at least a title.
fancy nameplate.
Oh, look at that cute little image in the background of his parent, of his wife and kids.
It says Ernst.
How are the detective things going, Mr. Detective?
It's Mr. McQuacklin.
Right. Apologies.
Why is right a bolded word?
Are you planning on staying in my office much longer?
I'll have to inspect the entire premise to do my job correctly.
He's got the. Not only does he have, I was looking at this one actually. This one is of the whole family. That's really cute. He's a family man.
Well, hurry up.
Just like I used to be. Until Anna broke my heart and filed for divorce. Whoa! His furrowed brow? Angry brow! Oh, he's got a little tie clip. He's a branch manager. Ah, I see though. He's a family man. He is. He is. Now then, Mr. Ernst.
Was it you who called me?
No, I never heard of you before.
That's unusual.
It's good you're here, since there has been some unrest.
I see. You're not the one that called me either then. Fire Energy, Red Bull, and Black Coffee. That's even worse! You guys are just trying to like remake, oh god, what was the old energy drink that like is Four Loko? You guys are trying to remake like classic Four Loko right now, it sounds like.
It's a letter for an application for a promotion to senior customer service agent.
CS. Laura works in CS. Laura works in customer service. The call center itself is customer service. That does track with what we know then. I see.
Signed by L. Angst.
Angst.
It's a letter for an application for a promotion to senior customer service agent.
It's an application for promotion to a senior customer service agent.
Signed by L. Angst.
Laura Angst. Haha. I understand. Laura is trying to get a raise, trying to get a promotion in her job. I see.
What are you doing with my family's portrait?
Sorry.
Just quacking at it. No need to worry about me. Oh, look at her little smile. Oh, it's not the smile I was looking at. It was the kids. Twins. I see. And they got little feetsies. Nope, it's the frame. Okay, never mind. Frames are expensive. I do understand this now. What else are we looking at here, by the way? I forgot I had this magnifying glass thing. What's this on the side? Aha! What do we have here? A hinge. We'll need to keep that in mind.
Normal to have a huge painting of your family in your office?
Now then, I'm pretty sure we have a name here. Oh, it just snapped. Yeah, that looks like a Laura Angst to me. Oh, Laura. We know this is a Mr. Ernst. We don't technically have a first name here. Now then. If you don't mind, can you tell me about Laura a little bit? Oh, because I filled in her name, I get this as an option now.
What do you know about Laura Angst?
Oh, she's a fantastic employee. She basically does the work of 5 people.
But they don't want to pay her for the work of 5 people, of course. I see. Laura's a hard worker. Laura Angst. I can now fix out Laura's name in my own detective notebook. Hard worker. Looking for a promotion. Question mark. Paralyze. Oh, look, it's got a little eye animation. Higher hopes for them. The My Little Pony fan Sims game. Are Paralyze and then what was the other one then? The AI one. Are those all basically like sim clones? I'm doing this one last, right?
In here must be the crime scene. First, I want to find out who it will make things.
Okay.
I'll need to remember.
So we have Laura's name now. We don't have the full picture on him. We have Sophie W. out in front. We can talk to her about Laura.
I shouldn't go outside yet. I need to find out who the people in this office are first.
Gotcha.
I remember to write down their professions and my deductions.
Understood. So the other things we know is the bear is, we don't have his full name yet. The cat, Laura, the cat works in customer service. We don't have the crocodile's full name. And we know that he is the branch manager, the bear. Ooh. Let me look at this. Is that... No, that's not Frederick, because that's more distinctly cat ears than bear ears. Then... Wait a minute. Look at that hat, actually. Is that... No, let me look at this again.
The PC is on. They only have a single... That's a problem.
No. No, she doesn't have a hat on. Okay. It doesn't make sense that... They market themselves as life sim games. Some more future competition of The Sims. Oh, okay. Wait, there was another... What did I see recently that was like marketed as a blank / life sim game? That I was like, oh, that looked cool. Oh, no. I'll see if I can remember this at some point in the future. Fredersen. I don't think we have enough information on him yet. Was trendy duck hairstyles the mullet? Freddy Fredersen would be a thing. Where do we get? We got Freddy from the from over here, right? Freddy sucks. It's in red. Presumably, something we can think about is presumably like the color of their pins should be the same between everything. Freddy Fredersen would make like comedic sense as a name as well. Manfred Rufus. Rufus, we know that Rufus's full name is Rufus Sedaris. I don't think we have a Rufus yet. And Manfred. Where do we get the name Manfred from? We got it from here? No. Where do we get the name Manfred from? Hold on. That might be what I'm missing. I think it might be the big boss.
Oh, how are you, Mr. Duck?
I didn't write Manfred down. Manfred equals big boss. I actually, hold on. Sersker, this is why you have your notebook. Manfred is the big boss. That's him. That's Manfred Ernst. So the only other name we have left would be Freddy, but we don't have confirmation that it is Freddy Fredersen. So I don't feel good doing that, even though I could easily do that and just jam it out and see what happens.
I'm so bored. I don't understand why such a small office needs a reception. I'm just here to keep the angry customers out.
What can you tell me about Laura Angst?
She said you guys were besties.
Laura needs to chill out. I do love her, but if she keeps living like this, she'll have a heart attack by 23.
Very fair. She's drinking quite a bit of energy drink.
So, do you have an idea who would have hired me?
It's about the incident, isn't it?
The incident.
Sorry. No idea.
Interesting.
It says it's locked.
Can I go back
I
outside?
can't leave now.
Okay.
I need to solve the case.
Did you know there are over 1,000 ducks? Well, the only name we have left is Freddy, which all we know is we got Freddy from Freddy Sucks. Is there a way we can get some other talk just so I can get a confirmation?
What do you think about Manfred Ernst?
Oh, he's a great guy.
Oh.
I just wish I'd finally get a raise.
I saw your application for a promotion in there.
Yes, sorry, this is Bear Bus. Your bus will be 3 hours late.
Oh my god. If the only thing we have for Freddy is just that Freddy sucks, I don't feel confident just saying that Freddy is Freddy Fredersen just because Freddy sucks. Seen some gamer subs? I would never.
What do you know about Manfred Ernst?
I think he likes me.
Oh.
He's the only one who doesn't shout at me.
Well, I guess there is one thing that I know, and that he is lame. So if we just go on the lame side, I don't know, it's still... Wait a minute! No, it's... Cash payment of 7 times to Mr. Brandenburg. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. There are other things afoot as well. Hold on. Mr. Brandenburg 30W. Maybe Mr. Brandenburg is just the name of the sausage itself. I'll just do his name is Freddy. Actually, I might do a deduction. I might do the little cheating thing.
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was...
Am I missing any clue words?
Did I really inspect everything there was in and around the office?
I think I did.
It's important to talk to everyone and question them about evidence as well. I always had the option to check the map in my notebook.
That's true. Ooh, okay. So yeah, we can only go to these 3 spots right now, so we've talked to all of them.
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was... I couldn't wrap my head around the suspects. Especially their... Once I knew someone's name, I had to write it down on the suspect's page in my
This
notebook.
can't help me with what specifically I'm trying to figure out.
Only then could I interrogate suspects about their opinion of other people. Finding out people's names was a whole other task, though. Often, there are clues in the environment that they work in. Be that documents, digital or analog, or remarks of their coworkers. Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was...
That's
to
fine.
find out who hired me for the job. I had to pay attention to the crime scene in the kitchen. Are there any connections I can make to the people in the office? I need to also consider that not all identities are clear yet. And that's something I will have to work out later.
I guess let's go and try this out. Since that's all I have left. Unless she answers a call.
This is Bear Bus. How can I help you? Your yarn ball is still on the bus? Which route were you on?
I'm the only one here in the operating office. Can you imagine? I plan all the bus routes and make sure the buses are on time. Isn't that so cool?
Don't you have an angry customer shouting outside about the buses being late?
Really?
He's the only one here. Wait a minute. What was on this one?
It's a list of all the bus drivers. The most busy driver out of all 4.
Petrovic
seems
is
to
one of the
be-
bus drivers. We had that from there. Do we have anything from here? Wait, is Paralive gonna be like a lot more cult? Like a lot more like fantastical, I guess is the right way to put it. That'd be a fun way to take things. Or is that just like a DLC that it could be for it? Clearly missing something here. I'll just full send it, fine. I guess the idea is that he's lame, and so his name would be the same forward and backwards, and then we know that he sucks from this. I don't feel confident in that. There's not enough. We have to like make a leap in our assumption there, instead of being confirmed without a doubt, but we can still work with it. Does anyone have anything new now that we have one Mr. FF, though?
Can you tell me more about Freddy Frederson?
Let me put you on hold while I find the route for you. Freddy?
A little...
He gets paid more than me. Can you imagine that?
Ooh.
What an incompetent waste of office space.
Ooh.
Hello, this is Laura again. I checked the bus routes and found that.
Well then. Laura does not like Freddy paid more than for doing less work too. He's fairly incompetent. Mm-hmm. Did it say ducks are named after Sir Geoffrey Duck? I think I have everything then. Sophie is a receptionist. The bear is Manfred, and he is the branch manager. And finally, Freddy. Duck approved.
Now that I had worked out these names, I was ready to check out the crime scene. Let's see where that lunch got stolen from. Then I could finally talk to my client.
They say they don't see the appeal of occults in the life sim. There are no plans for occults outside the DLC, and even the occult DLC is a maybe. Oh, wait. Looking for a centaur said you add occults, just because no cult sim game has ever had centaurs. Oh, okay. You're doing like a hypothetical if they were to add it. I see. I feel like at initial...
As soon as I entered the kitchen, the comforting waft of cheap white toast entered my nostrils.
Oh no! Don't go back on your old BS, Duck Detective. I can kind of see where they're coming from at first, where it's like at the initial start of your life sim game, you probably want to have more like your standard real life stuff. But then as you go on, I don't see why you wouldn't add like the more goofy stuff, or the more like the dark and a little bit more like not standard life sim stuff. Oh, don't do it, detective.
I knew I had to stay strong. This wasn't what I was here for.
There's that penguin.
Beating the icing. Can't you wait a couple hours?
Right there we have our Whitlock.
Margaret, if it wasn't for
Margaret Whitlock.
Almost bursting.
Write that one down.
I'd have this for breakfast every day.
He's fat too.
Yes, yes. And you can have it and so much more later, when we're done preparing.
Oh, I haven't talked to her yet. Before that, Halloween. It was a Halloween party. It's been canceled due to budget cuts. Oh. But that budget cuts, that's... Double circle that one, that's a... Hungry? Get your own lunch. Ooh. Looking for editor, unpaid. Oh, look at that? Oh, so that's Laura and Sophie on their BS. Oh, look at them.
Office parties are a bad idea anyway. They stopped doing them at the precinct after the, jam incident.
The jam incident, you say?
Gross. I doubt they washed their hands after leaving that greasy handprint.
Look at all, yeah, look at how disgusting this place is, actually. The entire microwave is a mess. There's an apple core and a banana on the floor. Is that just a bunch of, like, top ramen by the sink? Hold on, that's a good point, though.
Gross. I doubt they washed their hands after leaving that greasy handprint.
We can find them quite literally red-handed, possibly. What's up, Vortis? Indeed. We're on our way to solve a mystery. Margaret. That's her... What is this? A chocolate bar? No, it's the lid of her sandwich box, and the lid has been pried open. There's a sandwich in there. RS. Who is RS? Do we have an RS yet? We have Petrovic. We don't have an RS yet, do we? I don't believe we do. So we don't know whose that is. Thanks for the food. Salami Bandit. Oh, they are being... Ooh. There's the greasy handprint. Sharp claws. That makes me think of either the cat or of Freddy, right? Detective Ace Windfowl on the case. There we go, that's better. Now then. Dogs, cats, humans, semi-realistic aging. Oh, that's a cute one. Height sliders and so on. I just want to watch and see if cults are confirmed. Just see like where we'll end up going eventually, right? Is there anything else I can... Ah, the Salami Bandit themselves. So it's not just a one-off incident. Someone's been doing this for a while. And this looks like it to be from the cat, actually, then. So the question is the Salami Bandit, is it the crocodile? Because the crocodile has a thing full of salami. But if this is a greasy food stain with sharp claws, the Salami Bandit bag, or the bag that the salami is in, is not greasy. It's clean. Ooh, that was a part that I do remember pointing out.
This must be the crime scene.
Ooh.
This note is curious.
Dishwasher's broken again. What's wrong with these youngsters? Don't know how to treat things with respect? Why would they put the mugs in face up?
Ooh, why would you do that? Who are you, though? I like his eyes. I like his hat, too, honestly. Do you have a name? A sticker. Oh, it's a Star Trek! That's a Star Trek sticker! He's a Star Trek! Oh, I want to talk with this penguin. He's a practical person. Oh, I like him even more now. And then toolbox? Toolbox. He's the janitor. Ooh. Now then, what else do we have here?
Do you get along with Manfred Ernst?
He's a stubborn one. I do respect that.
Would you say you enjoy Freddy Fredderson's, company?
Huh. If anyone needs to learn to respect their elders, it's that moron.
Penguin does not like FF not respectful? Question mark?
I'm a private detective, and I'm here to investigate a case.
Is that so?
I need to find my client. Do you know who it could be?
Yeah, Freddy's a bit of a weird one, so I'd imagine you would call detective.
I did talk to him, and he was a fan, but he said he didn't call me.
Personally, I feel we're doing just fine. And don't need no messing about our business around here.
To my witch werewolf couple. That's an adorable pairing. My Sims 3 Warrior Cats playthrough. Oh, nice. I know you mentioned your Warrior Cats one before. Nice. It's a prickly penguin. There was one prickly penguin in this shot. I don't know how to write good dialogue.
Detective
but...
work isn't easy.
No, get out of here.
I was sure I would be able to crack this.
Vortis, you can do all of my quips for me. So this penguin we don't have the name of. Well, actually, we do have the name of it. I'm using meta knowledge here that there are only three people left, and that one of them is clearly Margaret Whitlock, and that Petrovich is the bus driver. So by process of elimination, we do know an RS. It's Rufus Sedaris. So using my meta knowledge here. Also, this is anti-meta knowledge, but like, there you go. It had to be someone with a duck bill, or someone with like a bill or a beak in general, and with a funny hat. And so Rufus is duck bill and a funny hat. There you go. Ooh. All right, Margaret.
Yes, dear.
I'm Eugene McQuacklin, detective, and I need to ask some questions.
And if you don't mind, I am recently divorced.
A detective? How exciting! What's the most gruesome murder you've seen?
Oh my... Not on the first date, Margaret.
How many dead bodies have you encountered?
5 little pigs. They normally say 3, but unfortunately. Teething turtles. I'll do 5 little pigs. That one sounds funnier.
No one died, but I investigated a case once where 5 little pigs robbed a bank.
They went wee all the way home.
Caught them red-handed and got myself an article in the Goose Times. They called it the Piggy Bank Case.
Oh, there we go. That's the joke.
Did someone get shot?
She really is going on that true crime.
What? No.
Beaten up?
Aw, I like her.
No.
All right, Margaret. Let me get a good look at you. Oh, not to be rude, but I think Margaret has dolled up her image on the computer there. Ooh. Impeccable hair, well groomed. Also, she's a baker. Motherly. Oh yeah, look at that. She's got a little sweater on. Oh! Margaret! I don't mean to pry, but I too am recently divorced.
What do you think of Sophie Windheimer?
She doesn't have the easiest life, you know. She just had a terrible breakup with her ex. But don't tell anyone.
Everyone said. Well, first off, you told me. First off, I have to write down on Margaret thing. She's freaky. I have that written down from earlier. But also, she's divorced. Also, she's a gossip. Write those ones down.
Can you tell me anything about Laura Angst?
Oh, she's such a hard-working girl. I heard she secretly studies for her online bachelor's during work.
Aww.
You need to keep this a secret, though.
Yeah, she's underline gossip. Okay, there we go.
Are you getting along with Rufus Sedaris?
You know, the two of us are from the older generation. Which means we understand each other well. He is quite harsh towards the younger ones, though.
I know. There two divorcees and someone who just went through a breakup.
Do you know anyone here who could have hired me?
It's the perfect amount of angst, though, Ben. It's the tumultuous times. I agree, Dolly. I like her a lot.
To be honest, everyone was quite shocked by the lunch theft. And no one told me they've called a detective. I don't know what's going on at all.
Who would have called me then? Unless Freddy's a liar. Interesting, interesting. Well, we have Margaret Whitlock. Oh, look at her. I like Rufus's portrait a lot. But hold on, my thing is... That's a much younger Margaret, or a Margaret that's been dolled up a little bit, looks like, right? Also, hold on, again, can we just go back to why is her password hint me and sexy aliens? Me and sexy alien. I'm so interested in this one. One of my old man phone games that I've been playing recently, let me pull it up real quick. Phone, Chrome, there we go. It's called Minute Cryptic, minutecryptic.com, right? And it's just like, I both like it and I don't like it. Because it will be like, today's clue, move behind pulpit, finally getting speaking job. And then you have to guess, and then it's 5 because it's a 5-letter word, and you have to like it has rules that I don't fully understand, but that's what that me and sexy aliens feels like a Minute Cryptic hint. And it's like, okay, I need to find the word for me and sexy aliens. It's a Star Trek reference. Both Rufus and Margaret are Star Trek fans. Ooh, I get it. What if it's an ex-employee? What? Dolly, an ex-employee or an ex-employee? Because Sophie she has an ex. What if it's both? Ooh. Rufus is a sci-fi fan, which I think is really good. Ooh. Oh, hello. Oh, we can talk to the Rufus about Margaret. Hold on. Because I only now just put Margaret's name together in there.
What is your relationship with Margaret Whitlock?
Are you one of the sexy aliens?
Ah, she's a true sweetheart.
Aww.
We have our weekly mahjong evenings.
Good lord, they're old. Hold on. I think they might be I'm gonna put an arrow between these two. I'm gonna put a heart with a question mark. Because I think it's not just mahjong they're playing. You could join another mahjong evenings, Vortis. You can play you can have up to 4 people. Rufus, Margaret, Vortis, and the Salami Bandit.
What can you tell me about Margaret Whitlock?
She gets really angry with me when I don't return mugs to the kitchen.
Mugs that aren't your own?
Why don't you just return them?
I do! Just not every day.
You're right, I didn't even notice this up here. Good eye. He does have a lot of mugs. One of which distinctly is not his. We can also go outside to go talk with Petrovich, since that's the last person we're missing. I keep thinking that X is the left button on this controller.
What is Rufus Sedaris like?
Not the greatest janitor,
But he's Employee of the Month.
he came with the building.
I don't know about that. He's a Star Trek fan. I think that's why he's Employee of the Month personally, but that's neither here nor there. There's our last suspect.
Cold air ruffled my feathers. And I wondered what kind of sorry soul was standing all alone in the rain.
Before I talk to them, though.
Someone left their bag here.
A bag here. There's a bag just like that at Freddy's desk.
Ugh. It's full of dirty gym clothes.
Oh, I just took it? Ooh, that's gonna be a big one, I think.
Hey man, this isn't the bus stop. You'll have to walk south to the central bus station.
What? I'm not here to take a bus.
Let's see. What do we got here? Well-proportioned nose. Handsome! Well, there. Hi there, handsome. You say with a cowlick? What are we looking at here? The hands behind the back? Hands in pockets. Bad manners. I don't know what is... at first I thought it was Jamaican, but I don't think it's that. It's like somewhere between Jamaican and like Indian. Boris, or Eastern European. There we go. Boris Petrovich. That makes sense. He's Eastern European. How do I do this? Oh, it's over here. It's here. There we go. Ducks in a row. Fill out all suspects' names. Look at that. We got Boris, Manfred, Rufus, Margaret, Laura. Laura's so. Laura, you're gonna have a fucking heart attack. Freddy and Sophie. We still don't know who hired me. This is gonna be the true like end all be all to find out who hired me, because that's gonna be also because the lunch was stolen. But we know that Margaret the sheep works in customer service as well, because she has a computer over there. The penguin is Rufus, and he works as the janitor. And then finally Boris the bus driver. Boris the Buffalo bus driver.
Now that I had everyone's name and job, it would be easier to figure out what was going on.
Far, far too many Wisteria.
What do you think of Sophie Windheimer?
Man, I wish she'd let me talk to her.
What do you mean by that, Boris?
Do you, like Freddy Fredersen?
He's a pretty funny dude. Loves to rant about detective novels.
I have a... Ooh! I felt like there was an age difference, but maybe there isn't. Ooh, but I'm thinking, I'm developing a different hypothesis right now, in that... What if this was a setup? What if there is no actual Salami band? No. No, it can't be that. Because the salami was taken from Laura's lunchbox, it looked like. Wait a minute. Because my current thought process is that Freddy Fredersen really likes detective novels. And he was a really big fan of me. Like, if he like, pulled this as a stunt to get me to come here so that I could sign his book and he could watch me in action, right? But the food has clearly been stolen from someone else's lunchbox. He might have done that, but it doesn't feel like... Freddy's lame, but I don't think he'd be a villain, right?
What do you know about Rufus Sedaris?
I don't think he likes me very much, to be honest. But then, Doesn't feel like he likes anyone at this office.
Oh, that's clearly wrong.
Except for Margaret, I guess.
Exactly.
Do you think they have a thing going on?
They have mahjong.
I don't work here.
I thought you were a detective.
I don't know exactly whose lunchbox, but it has a paw print on it, and the only one who has paws here would be Laura.
I'm investigating a case here at Bearbus.
Wait a minute, I just realized something else as well. Boris's hands are in his pocket. So I don't know what his hands look like. He's a buffalo, so he theoretically wouldn't have sharp claws, but he might have dirty hands.
Oh, do you mean the lunch that got stolen?
Exactly. You know who called me?
Nah, too busy minding my own business. I don't talk much with the customer service folks.
Which is why, so it doesn't talk with Laura and doesn't talk with Margaret.
Do you know anything about this
Oh,
bag?
I actually want to write that down. Boris doesn't talk with CS, customer service.
Oh! It's really strange.
What's strange, Boris?
Things in it disappeared,
Things as in...
and others appeared.
Wait a minute.
Very suspicious.
What are you even talking about? Is this your bag?
No.
Everyone here is being really unhelpful.
This isn't his bag. His bag is something else, possibly. Because my thought process now is... We've seen this bag. What was on here? Mr. Brandenburg. I keep thinking... Because I knew it was a B name. Bag of salami. I found this suspicious bag filled with salami next to the crocodile's desk. But we also have a different bag. We have the bag of dirty clothes, which if you look, they look very similar. However, this one's a dirty bag and this one's a clean bag. So, the Salami Bandit... So we have that, but who hired me? It would... I feel like it's Freddy. Considering he loves detectives. He might be lying. I want to go see if I can talk to him. Or I want to go see if I can talk to anyone about Boris. I feel like I can talk to the Penguin, because I think the Penguin had an open slot. Oh, both of them, actually. No, it's about the bag.
Do you know anything about this bag?
Why are you going around pushing bags into people's faces? Ugh, what's that awful smell?
It's, dirty gym clothes. Do you know whose bag this is?
Isn't that Freddy's?
Freddy has poor eyesight, as evidenced by the fact that he's drinking from Laura's mug. Freddy picked the wrong bag. Freddy's bag does not have the salami in it. Freddy's bag should have the gym clothes in it. Aha! Okay, that does track with what we know then. Before we do that, let's go check out the other ones. But so Freddy has a bag of salami. It feels like Boris might be the Salami Bandit. Because Boris would have taken the bag with salami in it. Freddy, not realizing that was not his bag, then took the salami bag instead of his own gym clothes bag.
What can you tell me about Boris Petrovich?
He's not the most reliable worker. But it's difficult finding replacements nowadays.
Not the most reliable worker, you said. But he has... Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait a minute.
It's a list of all the bus drivers. The most busy driver out of all four seems to be Petrovich.
Not the most reliable, but he is the busiest. There are... Things are interesting.
Do you get along with Boris Petrovich?
He's a chill guy.
Do you swap bags of clothes and a salami every so often?
I take the bus sometimes to go to bouldering conventions, and then we get to chat.
Oh, he boulders. That's cute.
Is this your bag?
Huh? No, mine's over there.
The one with all the salami?
Yeah.
Really?
Why do you need so much salami?
It's not mine. It was just there. A really nice surprise.
So he's also stupid. Got it.
Oh, hello. How are you, Mr. Duck Detective?
Hold on. Show him this
So,
again.
You really don't know who called me?
Nope. But I always talk about you, so someone must have gotten the idea from me.
Did I miss something with this? It definitely wasn't Sophie. It wasn't Boris, from his own admission. It wasn't Margaret?
Do you know anyone here who could have hired me?
To be honest, everyone was quite shocked by the lunch theft. And no one told me they've called a detective! I don't know what's going on at all!
I'm a private detective, and I'm here to investigate a case.
Is that so?
I need to find my client. Do you know who it could be?
Freddy's a bit of a weird one, so I'd imagine you would call detective. Personally, I feel we're doing just fine, and don't need no messing about our business around here.
Freddy might be lying to me. The game's not going to be so easy. It's not going to be giving me the handout. I have to trust my instinct. And I do think Freddy did call me. But I do want to double check first. Because the options are the Duck Detective, which is not true. Salami Bandit might have hired me, but not because his or her lunch was stolen. If it's the lunch that was stolen specifically, actually, wait a minute. Let's double check this. But if it was the person who got their lunch stolen specifically, it would lead me to believe it's Laura, right? Because if we look at our lunch that got stolen by the Salami Bandit, little paw print on it with little green with yellow lightning bolts. This is Rufus's lunch. This is Margaret's lunch. There's a paw print on it, but the question is the paw print the owner of this? If it is a paw print that owned it, then that would eliminate Sophie, Freddy, Margaret, Rufus, and Boris. It would only be Manfred or Laura, leaning towards Laura, of course. Let's double check with these two.
Was it you who called me?
No, I never heard of you before.
I think Manfred's a goddamn liar.
That's unusual.
It's good you're here, since there has been some unrest.
Hold on a second. I want to... What do you have to... Hold... So, Manfred is an interesting little case. He's never heard of me before. But everyone knows that Freddy loves detectives, and he loves me. He says that Boris...
What can you tell me about Boris Petrovich?
He's, not the most reliable worker.
Even though Boris is the busiest of all the bus drivers.
But it's difficult finding replacements nowadays.
We also know that Rufus is the employee of the month, but...
What is Rufus Sedaris like?
Yeah, not the greatest janitor, but he came with the building.
And then Laura...
What do you know about Laura Angst?
Oh, she's a fantastic employee.
That is true.
She basically does the work of 5 people.
Also, based on our observations, true. This is the only one that's missing a thing right now.
It's a letter for an application for a promotion to Senior Customer Service Agent. Signed by L. Angst.
What's behind your little portrait here?
What are you doing with my family's portrait?
Sorry.
What's your plot hole, Ben? Or is it the plot hole that I already showed? Not a plot hole necessarily, but a hole in the subjects, the suspects. Little story there.
I need to ask you some questions.
No, I'm sorry. You can't take your 12 trombones on the bus. What? Can't you see I'm talking to a customer?
Well, the office clearly didn't hire a detective. Unless...
It's company policy.
Theoretically,
Nothing I can do.
theoretically it's someone here hired me.
Goodbye.
Do you know anything about who called me here?
What are you talking about? Listen, I have a million more emails to answer, and there are 50 people in the phone queue. I have worked 10 days in a row, including 3 night shifts, and Manfred still doesn't want to give me a raise! Just leave me in peace!
So, you have no clues for me?
Laura didn't say no. But Laura has been busy, which would lead me to believe that she wouldn't have time to call me. Before we wrap, though, hello.
What kind of a person is Boris Petrovich?
Ugh. I don't know what I saw in him.
They were dating!
I mean, I guess he's good looking, but... My god, is he boring.
For real, Dolly.
How are you getting on with Margaret Whitlock?
She's sweet and all, but... She can't keep her mouth shut.
I wrote that down. I underlined it even.
It seems like the office knows more about my personal life than me.
It says server room. It's locked.
What's the other room? If you mean that one, yeah, that's been locked and I can't do anything.
I can't leave now.
I can't
need
leave.
To solve the case.
I think I've been in everywhere I can at this point. Because there was this. The server room is locked over there. This is outside. Even though it's yellow, that's outside. That's where Boris was. We can double check out here, though. Make sure that we're not missing anything. Yeah, well, let me go back out front where the, no, it's not gonna let me go back out front where the protester was. Ducks were the first species to abolish the monarchy. We've cleared everything then. So the only thing left is to send it. It makes the most sense that it would be Freddy. And he's just lying to me. If I have to guess someone. Because here are options, right? I would not hire myself. That doesn't make sense. The Salami Bandit hired the duck detective because his or her lunch was stolen by a coworker known as the Salami Bandit. Does not make sense. That would be an interesting one if the Salami Bandit did hire me, though. Which part of me wants to believe is true, because I think, in my headcanon right now, No, this wouldn't work, actually. So I think, in my current hypothesis, Laura's lunch was stolen by the Salami Bandit. Boris would make sense that he'd be the Salami Bandit. How do all these work together, actually? So Freddy has the bag of salami, but that doesn't make him the Salami Bandit. Freddy's just an idiot, and with his bad eyesight, he took the wrong bag, right? We know that. Margaret's a gossip. She would have told... I think Sophie and Boris, their relationship, I think, is a really big thing here. Ooh. Assuming that you also know nothing about it, you can feel free to jump in with your own hypotheses every now and then. That's completely fine. You guys can be the Watson of my Sherlock. Because Sophie and Boris, we know, were dating, but they're not dating anymore. Margaret, being the office gossip, has, like, told that to everyone. Sophie clearly doesn't like that. Boris wants to talk to Sophie, but isn't allowed to talk to Sophie. Oh! I got it! And you know what he said specifically? I don't think it's some way to frame Freddy. I think it's something more interesting, actually. I think Freddy's just an idiot. I think Freddy's an idiot, and he wanted me to come here to solve a mystery. But my thing was, if we go back, let me do my little thing right here, service crew. So, the question is, who stole the lunch, right? If we look at the lunch in question, taken from the Salami Bandit, was one with a paw print on it. If I know those toe beans, I know those are from a cat. Isn't that right, Spare Parts? There's only one cat in this office. That would be one Miss Laura Angst. Working here, working overtime. Stressed out. But her one solace in this office is one giraffe in reception by the name of Sophie Whitaker. I think that was her name. Winterheim. One Sophie Winterheim is the only one that is her like calm, her friend, her joy in this office, which means that Sophie and Laura are friends. Sophie, as we know, was dating Boris. Keynote was. After Sophie and Boris broke up, if you ask Boris about Sophie,
what do you think of Sophie Windheimer?
he sighs.
Man, I wish she'd let me talk to her.
When you read this originally, you think, I wish she'd let me talk to her. I wish that Sophie would let me talk to her. But I read this the very first time in a second way. What if she and her are not referring to the same person? What if it was, man, I wish that Laura would let me talk to Sophie. Being that they're such good friends, Laura, being the gal pal to Sophie, stops Boris from being able to talk to Sophie. Boris, in his state of angst, in unrest, to get revenge on Laura for not letting her talk to Sophie, goes and steals her lunch. He then puts it in a bag. Freddy then takes the bag. You could argue that it's getting framed, but again, I think Freddy is just being a fool in this case. So now Freddy has the stolen lunch on accident. I think Boris is the man. I think that's the motivation. That he was trying to get revenge on Laura for not letting himself talk to Sophie. The only thing we can do left, which I don't think we can do this yet, but me and sexy aliens. Whitlock, me and sexy aliens. I so want to know what this means.
The PC is on, but the person who works at this desk seems to be on a break. They only have a single person answering the hotline right now? That's surprising.
So I'll call it. I think Freddy called us in because Freddy's a fanboy. Even though I don't like this part. Everyone else is pointing to Freddy. I think Freddy is just being a liar and being shy. 2 or fewer things are wrong. Okay, that's fun. I do like that it told me it was wrong then. In that case, Manfred. Really? Wait, what the fuck? Is her lunch was stolen? Yeah, it is lunch. Was stolen. Ooh. Someone hired the doctor because as her lunch was stolen by a coworker known as the Salami Bandit. I think all that tracks. So yeah, it's just who hired me. Would it be Laura then? Because that's the only other one. That's what I assumed at first. Not at first, but like Laura's the one whose lunch was stolen. Is it Laura? There it is. Okay.
So it was Laura who called me.
There. Okay. I like that then. It didn't. I was afraid that like if I got a wrong one, it'd be like you're stupid. Get out of here. But okay, I like that. So Laura. So it did make sense. There was a line of thought in there that was like it was Laura's lunch that was stolen. Okay. Okay. Interesting. If the lunch is Laura's, which it is, we now know this for a fact, then either Sophie or the boss would have called the detective. We already know that boss somehow never heard of us. Well, we now know that Laura's lunch was stolen, and Laura was the one who called me.
I needed to discuss the case with her.
And maybe, because that's the thing, when I talked to Laura, she didn't give me a definitive answer. She was basically like, I'm working, get out of here.
You're my client? Well, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, see?
Can I put you on hold for a second?
She didn't have time to tell me.
What? Well, you should have told me. You're the duck detective.
What? I thought my outfit would give it away.
What are you? I'm a duck. I'm wearing a trench coat.
So, is Freddy getting fired or what?
Because Laura clearly sees that Freddy has the salami, but we know that that is not actually. We already know. We already deduced this.
I'm working on it.
Ugh. It can't be that hard. Sorry, I'm back. Yes, let me walk you through the booking process.
It was time that I found out what happened with the lunch theft. And what they were planning in the kitchen.
Wait a minute. Margaret is planning a surprise birthday party. That's what's going on. Oh, I should not be able to put this in yet. But I realized that. I was like, hold on, it's Sophie's birthday. Margaret had a whisk. She was baking something. She was baking a cake. Can I just go and jam that in right now? I'm just looking if there's gonna be any yellow in here. Okay, no, I can just jam it. Let's do it. Margaret is planning a surprise birthday party for Sophie. Nice.
Margaret was planning a surprise birthday party for Sophie.
Haha. Would have called the detective for my friend as soon as I heard / saw her lunch was stolen. Aw. Your good friend, Dolly.
I see. They didn't actually forget her birthday.
Yes. Oh, so Blank is being... Yes! I understand this. I know what this is. Freddy is being accused. Framed. By... I want to say Boris because... Wait. Hold on. Up the wrong bag. Well, it's just Freddy again, right? I don't think it's... Framed is not correct here. That's not the wording I would be used. Like, not frame, but yeah, basically Laura, ooh. Blank is being blanked by blank because Freddy picked up the wrong bag is definitely true. We know that one is true for a fact. The question is, who is doing the what now? Framed by Laura. Seeing is being heard, being seen, being stolen, being suspicious. Neither of those make sense. Framed is the only one that works here logically in this sentence. So blank is being blanked by blank because Freddy picked the wrong bag. Or framed by... The wording of this is very interesting. The Salami Bandit. Yes!
It was as I thought.
Haha! I couldn't put Boris's name in there because I didn't know that Boris was the Salami Bandit yet. But I can put the Salami Bandit in there because Freddy is being framed. Ben technically was correct. Congratulations, Ben.
Freddy Fredersen
Thank
was
you, Boris.
actually being framed.
What about?
This office wasn't as boring as it looked.
There it is.
When Freddy took the bus back, and he went to pick up his luggage, he must have picked up the wrong bag.
Yes! Yes!
This happened because there was another bag that's identical to his. The bag that he picked up belonged to the Salami Bandit. This made him a target. And to get rid of Freddy, the Salami Bandit decided to frame him.
Everyone, it's time for you know what?
Ooh, this is gonna be the big scene where I get to reveal everything. You know, when all the suspects finally get together and then you get to reveal.
Okay, get into position. I just texted her, so she should be here in a...
I like that I'm also here with them.
What's this?
Aww.
Surprise!
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 No way. This is all for me?
Oh my god! Salami, wait.
A letter?
Oh! Zaku!
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. There's something else happening right now. Hold on a second. What if Boris... Oh my god. What if that's... What? Oh my god. The salami in the bag. I thought that was the stolen bit. But... What if that was supposed to be a present for Sophie?
Salami? What a terrible present.
No, you silly idiot! The real present got stolen and switched for Salami!
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay.
It's the Salami Bandit!
Margaret!
I saw an awful lot of high-grade salami in Fredersen's bag.
Oh, they're all dogpiling Fredersen now.
And now there's no question who the perpetrator is. I've been telling you all along, we can't trust Fredersen.
Laura, you're really trying to push this anti-Fredersen angle. What's up, Harmonica? Happy Thursday, welcome in. Duck Detective and his animal compatriots who work at the Bear Bus station.
By the end of the day, he'll be fired. Mark my words.
Seems like a bit of an overreaction to a present being stolen.
Laura's trying to frame Freddy right now, but is it I feel like it's slightly misplaced. Why is Sophie crying, though? What is the content of that letter?
Or is there more to it?
Blank received the following presents from her colleagues. Oh, okay, so here's where part 2 comes in.
That's not nice at all.
Nice being a bolded word.
Who messes with someone's birthday?
I understand. I fully understand. Sophie, I'm sorry for your big day being shown up like this. Unfortunately, they're there.
It'll be okay. You have the duck detective here to figure everything out.
She sniffles.
What can you possibly do?
I can solve the crime and put this all right, Sophie.
Leave me alone.
Okay, I'm sorry. My apologies.
Do you think she liked my present?
Oh, Laura. Oh.
I mean, now she's crying, but
I assume that Laura and Sophie are good friends, so I assume that Laura's the one that gave Sophie the plushie.
I think I saw a sparkle in her eyes when she opened mine. Huh. I should really get back to work.
I have a feeling I know who gifted this alien book. Me in Space Aliens. No, Sexy Aliens? What was it called? I have a feeling that book might give us the clues to Margaret's password.
Someone gifted Sophie a plushie. It says limited edition. It's a heart-shaped necklace.
That, possibly from Boris.
Looks tacky.
Why? Ooh. Sexy Aliens Want My Number by Suffer Siretis. Suffer Siretis, author's name. Sexy Aliens. Oh, questionable title. Adult novel. Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on, I'm just gonna grab the clue, and then when we put this on, wait. Yeah, I think when we put this on later, then we can do the, whatever. Captain Brightbeak stared deep into the alien's eyes. There were 12 of them, and they were red. The eyes, not the aliens. The aliens were blue, and there were 43. All of them wore shiny metal armor, which shined like something shiny, made of curved metal. The lead alien stepped forward. Captain Brightbeak could tell it was the lead alien because it was the one which stepped forward. It was also the most beautiful, the only one with purple eyes. Oh, I like that alien. It made a noise that sounded like a bit like talking from a hole that looked a bit like a pretty lady's mouth. The translation device the captain had invented word into action, translating the words into words he could understand. Hey, you look cute, a mechanical voice whispered into his ear. Can I get your number? 252. It's a long book. When we're reading smut at work, it's not. It's for the case, Ben. It's for the case. Specifically, if you're astute enough, me and Sexy Aliens, Suffer Suredes, if you know the contents of the book, this is clearly a sci-fi book.
Oh God. What did I just read?
And where can I read more of it? I think what we found here, Rufus, our sci-fi fan, and Margaret Whitlock are our enjoyer of the finest of, how should we say, tastes, given her me in Sexy Aliens. I believe that Margaret and Rufus not only play mahjong together, I think they do a little bit of writing on the side. In fact, what was the name of the author to this? That's right, Suffer Suredes. Rufus Suredes. That's right, Rufus just put his first name backwards. Rufus is the author of this, and I think that Rufus has been enticing Margaret with a bit of his novelizations at their weekly mahjong events. The question now is, me in Sexy Aliens, the alien themselves would be the captain. No, wait. It would be, it's not Captain Brightbeak. It would be whoever the alien is, right? Or it's just page 252. But I have, there's our missing pieces. Now then. Buong? Buongiorno. I was like, Buongiorno. Buongiorno, everyone, with an E with an underline on it. Everyone, not just Sophie. Weird message. Quite unbelievable, I entered the office really easily, lol. Sayonara, edgelords. Edgelords, cocky attitude. That doesn't feel fitting of Freddy. Salami, the Salami Bandit. But
I wonder what the purpose of that letter is.
I know one additional purpose. Let me look at the birthday letter. If you see, there are some letters that are underlined. I originally thought it was just Goofy, but B, E, Q, U, I, E, T, O, R, E, L, S, E. That's right. Be quiet, or else. Someone is being framed. Actually, I'm starting to believe that Boris is innocent in this. I think now it is feeling more like Laura is trying to frame Freddy. And I think the way this works is through the fact that Laura put the salami as a birthday present. Sophie and Laura are good friends. Sophie and Laura possibly see this all the time. They might pass notes to each other using this as a hidden message. In fact, I was hoping that, like, I could, I swear Todd in them. Like, I was hoping that, like, I could look at the underlines here and be like, this is a Laura note. It's not that much of a Laura note. Still, this is interesting. You. Is Richard flirting with Margaret via writing in adult novels? I don't think they're just flirting, but...
Can you tell me something about this letter?
Sophie won't even talk to me about it. I don't know what to do.
Wait a minute. Assuming that we can trust Laura here, the other person, assuming that this is a hidden message that Sophie can understand, Sophie obviously knows Laura really well. Sophie also knows Boris very well. This does complicate things just a bit. Ducks sleep with one eye open because crime never sleeps. We can't interact with that portrait. That's right, I knocked over your pens and pencils. What are you gonna do about it?
I'm guessing you're ready to present legal evidence of Frederson's misconducts.
On the contrary.
It wasn't Frederson.
Everything is pointing towards him.
I will present the true culprit soon enough.
Well, I don't really care how long it takes you. This will be Frederson's last day.
What do you have to say about this note?
Do you know anything about this letter?
Well, it's obviously a cheap prank by Frederson.
Frederson can't write!
Only he would find this funny.
Think, Ace, think. There are quite a few suspects. Another option is, of course, that Fredersen is clearly being framed. There's things in me that say that Sophie is not the Salami Bandit, but it's not unlikely that she might be an accomplice of the Salami Bandit. Margaret, I think, is too sweet, which would make her the perfect suspect, but currently there's nothing to actually point her in the direction of being it, along with Rufus as well. Our main suspects, then, are Laura, Manfred, and Boris. Laura would make sense. She wants to frame Freddy because she is not a fan of Freddy. Boris, I think, has the other option of being the true Salami Bandit, and then a mix-up happened between him and Freddy. And finally, Manfred. Budget cuts are a thing. Yes! I was gonna say, not that Freddy's a Nepo necessarily, but maybe he's been for a while. Or maybe, like, I understand what you're saying. I think, like, if they need to cut the budget, and we know that Freddy's being paid more than Laura, maybe Manfred wants to get rid of him just to reduce the budget. He's not going to allow Laura to be promoted, and he's like, I need to slash the budget. The best way to do it is kill this dude who is the most highly paid of us, and also is a little bit incompetent. So Laura could be doing it against Freddy for personal reasons, because they just don't like each other. Or Laura doesn't like Freddy specifically. Manfred doing it against Freddy, because Manfred wants to fire Freddy to get money back because budget cuts. And Boris for Freddy because of just a mix-up. But I'm leaning against this one now, and I'm leaning more towards one of these two. Me and sexy aliens. Aha! Shiny, armored alien. Wait, what do you mean? Captain Brightbeak stared deep into the alien's eyes. There were 12 of them, and they were red. Oh, it's not red. All of them wore shiny metal armor. That's what I said. Oh, hold on. The lead alien stepped forward. Could tell it was the lead alien because it was the one that stepped forward. It also was the most beautiful, the only one with purple eyes. It made a noise that sounded a bit like talking from a hole that looked a bit like a pretty lady's mouth. I'm sorry you had to walk in on us reading smut there, Mayu. It's a purple-skinned alien. Alien B lady. Captain lady? Me and sexy aliens. Purple armored. We know purple-eyed. Wait. Oh, it was purple eyes. Wait a minute. Cause I said it was because purple eyes. Cause my eyes. No, alien. There it is. I thought it was purple. I cracked it.
Let's see what secret she has on her computer.
Let's look at that fucking smut. Don't mind me. Cutie. Hearts. Delete everything. What? Deleting data. Illegal activity. An accomplice, even. Hearts. Lovers. WestVPN.exe. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, hold on. Secret cake recipes 21.pdf. Never gonna give you up. .wav. I see. She really is an old timer. Bear Bus Internal. Vouchers for customer service agents. Code 3-hour delay compensation. This one booked on next bus. Vacation. Interesting. I don't think this helps with our case at all. But Cutie, clearly, it's Rufus and it's Margaret having a little sexy alien mahjong time. Am I right? And someone wanted to plan to go on a trip. The thing is, does Rufus want to go on a trip now? Delete everything. And she's confused at this as well.
Who is this person she's messaging?
What's up, Snickerdoodle? Happy Thursday, welcome on in. They made Gravity Falls real? I didn't watch Gravity Falls, so I don't get that reference, I'm sorry. Now that Laura's gone, though, we can investigate her thing. Complaints. It's a Discord channel called Complaints. Can the OO please clean their desk? I can smell it until here. The office. The operating office. Freddy. So Laura put a complaint about the operating office. Smelling. Here's her chat with Sophie. Returned, but they're sexy now. Buy now. Hold on, they're talking about the book. Oh my god, lol, is he serious? They know that he's the writer! What a dumb pin name. It's just his name backwards. Ho ho! They know about... So Sophie and Laura know about Rufus and Margaret. Or at least they know about Rufus.
I don't want to be Laura's enemy.
Half that never watched Gravity Falls. It's not that baffling. I was too old for it. The last, like... Because what would that have been on, like, Disney, I want to say, right? Disney Cartoon Network on one of those channels. The last ones that, like, I was around for was, like... I stopped watching those around the time that Adventure Time started, which I think is before that. I think Margaret and Rufus are just playing Mahjong on their Mahjong nights. I think they're playing to get married. I was going to say, I think they're writing books together, but yeah, that works too.
This folder says, Manual for CS Agents. How and when to create vouchers correctly.
We know voucher codes from Margaret's computer.
I'm falling asleep just reading the title.
It feels like the bits I've seen from Gravity Falls, those Sneaker Girls, seem like they'd be up my alley a little bit. Cause that's the one with Grunkle Stan, right?
So, what happens to the cake now?
Rufus, I don't mean to pry, but... Okay, I can't talk to you about your sexy aliens.
What do you think about this letter?
People don't know how to write letters by hand anymore. What's with the weird line breaks?
I mean, he's just giving me a hint about the be quiet or else line. But talking about line breaks also gives me the hint that he's an author because he's paying attention to line breaks. You would not have been too old for Gravity Falls, I promise you. I mean, that's just when I stopped watching. I want to say, because, like, it was like, when did Gravity Falls come out then? Maybe it was, like, on the air around the time it's not that, I'm not, like, saying, like, oh, I'm too good for cartoons. It's just, like, I just didn't watch cable television at the time. Let's see, the bus schedule. Customers' procedures for passengers entering from the west border. Customs procedure. The west border. West currency was a thing. And we know that the salami was from West currency. So it's imported salami. Allowed goods. Personal items worth less than 500 schmark. Is the salami not an allowed good? Notify the local police about suspicious activity. Prohibited goods. Weapons. Guns scary? What? More than 10 trombones. That's why she couldn't bring the 12 trombones on the bus. Meat, like salami. Plants. Books not in the interests of the eastern states. Smut. Potatoes. That's probably for, like, ecological reasons. Luggage will be checked at the bus station. For more information, visit Brezel/Customs. Brezel. Hold
What
on.
do we have against potatoes?
Look at the... Oh, we don't have the bus... We don't have the bus schedule on here. Yes, we do. Never mind. Ooh. I think it's importing illegal meats and or books as well. So... Hold on a second. Entering from the west border, north, south, east, west. So the west border, does that mean from Silicica? Where are we at in all this? Things are getting interesting.
Maybe it was too romantic.
He was the one that sent her the heart.
Did Sophie ask about me?
Unfortunately.
She didn't.
Ah, I see. Maybe I should have gotten her something more expensive.
So we know a few things. Boris gave the necklace. Rufus or Margaret. We don't have a full idea between the two. But one of these would have given the book. It would make sense that Laura would give the plushie. Was anything stolen? This was Sophie, obviously. No, a present. A present was stolen. But what was the present that was stolen? Was swapped out, right? Because the idea is that the salami was swapped for one of the presents. But was it actually? The necklace wasn't stolen. Letters were not stolen. Was a cake stolen? No, the cake is still there. You could argue bag, maybe, but I'm gonna say nothing was stolen. So we just need to find out who gave the book. Let's go see if we can talk to anyone else real quick before we...
They really think I've done it! Duck Detective, you have to help me! You know it wasn't me, right?
I believe you, but...
Did you not think it was strange that your bag was full of salami?
I don't know. I thought someone gave me a salami surprise.
Ah, salami surprise. I understand.
I'll eat salami sandwiches for breakfast, lunch, and dinner from now on.
It's locked, right?
It says server room. It's locked.
Who would be importing the meat? Boris? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. West currency, good condition. Entering from the west border. So we're in the east. They're bringing the salami in. How does the bandit play into all this? Nuclear caps in the sea and third. Nice. Do a real quick peek in. I was told a little bit about whose event this might be. Oh my god, what? Okay, that's a really good one. Yeah. Oh wow, they gave him a new name. What? Okay, that's interesting. Woo. But no, yeah, the second one is a really goofy one. The third one's super interesting if that's the same character but under a different name, like a straight up new name. But ooh, suck you, harmonica. Nothing was stolen, right? Let's double check this real quick before we slap our stuff in. The cake is still here.
That's not nice at all. Who messes with someone's birthday?
I don't think Margaret would have given the book. I think Rufus gave the book. Done.
So, nothing got stolen after all.
There's just a new bit of salami.
It seemed that the salami present was intentional.
Do you think this is going to be a Murder on the Orient Express situation where everyone's framing Freddy? Are they all working together? Sophie received a message. A secret message. A coded message. Wait. nice, romantic, scary, silly. A scary note that contained a... I'm gonna say scary note that contained a scary message. Scary letter that contained a scary message. It's very cute. It's very Paper Mario-esque. As I was told earlier, it's got the little waddle. Like, everything is, like, I only have these two, basically, sprites, where it's just left and right facing, and then it's got a little waddle, and I can... It's very well done. Plus, like, you have little bits of physics with, like, the little trash balls here. Paper wads, what are they called? Paper balls? That doesn't sound right. It's a very cute, very well put together game. But Sophie received a letter. Wait. What does this letter actually say? Buongiorno, everyone. Quite unbelievable. I entered the office really easily, lol. Sayonara, edgelords. She got a letter. It could also be the book that it's talking about. Nice, romantic, scary, silly are my only options. A romantic book that contained a silly story. Book, cake, X. Letter, message, necklace, plushie, salami. She didn't receive she received a book, but nothing in the book. Outside of the smut. There was a cake, but there was nothing in the cake as far as we could tell. X is not applicable here. Letter and message make the most sense. Necklace plushie don't really work. Nice, romantic, scary, silly. None of the... One of these has to be, like, secret. Am I missing a... I feel like I'm missing something somewhere. Oh, Fringe would make sense. Especially given the event, since it's the Phantom event. Where can we find a secret at? So I think that's the only thing we're missing right now. Maybe it's not Sophie. Boris, Freddy, Laura, Manfred, Margaret, Rufus. No, Sophie's the only one who makes sense. More than likely, you're gonna get Gaul lore, right? Because it looks like if it's gonna be a Phantom event, Phantom is very fairly related to Gaul, right? Like the entirety of IS2, I think, is Gaul adjacent a little bit. Adjacent being very strong there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all. She got a letter that contained a message. Ends available by closing your journal. Okay, so I don't want to do that. It is letter and message. The only thing, and it's not scary though. Is it a silly message? No. Wait, okay, so there are 3 things wrong then. So if I have this as scary, 2 or fewer things are wrong. So there are 2 things wrong right now, is what it's telling me. And this was not one of them. Ooh, that's using other form of cheating right there. We switch this. This is one thing this is wrong. Ooh. Is this the other one that's wrong? 3 things must be wrong. So it is a message, or it is a letter. No, don't mess with that. 2 or fewer things are wrong. So that's, both those are still fine. So this is wrong. A silly letter? What? Why would you call it a silly letter?
Sophie was
Oh, because it was
threats.
Oh, okay, sure. Because it was Buongiorno and it was like sayonara, and so I guess that was. I call it a scary letter still, but whatever.
I needed to find out why.
Several goal-related operas, but Phantom seems to be the only one getting the VA. It might be because like it's his event, right? Is the other new event or the other new character is getting added, not getting it as well? Blank are being blank from. Ooh. Sausages, salamis are being illegally imported from Where are the sausages illegally coming from? It's from the west, which would be Silicica. Okay, yeah. Nice.
That explains all the high-grade salami.
I mean, I don't know. The cat, to me, I imagine the cat is a telepath in a way, right? Like in the same way, or maybe not a telepath, but like a beast lord. Because I actually don't know what Miss Christine is, but I always imagine she was like a beast lord, like Phantom or not Phantom, like Emperor or any of the others. And maybe she just didn't want to talk. She was like, because she stuck up, like some cats can be, right?
I just needed to find out who was behind this. The mystery of the Salami Bandit was slowly getting unraveled. Western goods are prohibited from entering and being sold in the East. This is why the Salami Bandit decided to make a business out of buying high-grade salami in the West, smuggling it to the East, and selling it at a high profit.
Okay, that all tracks, but this seems unrelated to the food.
For some reason, Sophie received a letter from the Salami
What's the connection with the food being stolen in this?
and a hidden, threatening message. This was serious. I had to question all of the employees.
What's the link between... Hello?
Thanks for coming, everyone. Well, everyone except for Sophie. Where is she?
Slacking off, playing on her computer phone like
Computer phone?
She's having problems with her family. She was at her desk and said she needed a moment.
I will start then regardless. I have made my deductions and drawn some serious conclusions.
Oh, finally! Is Freddy getting fired then?
Who is the murderer?
There's no murderer, Margaret.
What? No one died.
I'm getting framed! I'm telling you!
What a load of baloney.
He
Salami, actually.
is right, actually. He is getting framed.
What? Why would anyone bother?
Ah, that is the question, isn't it? Why would anyone bother?
Laura or Manfred?
Get to the point.
Is Boris the Salami Bandit in that he is the one importing salamis illegally? Freddy took the bag, which was going to out Boris as the Salami Bandit. No, that...
It's through my observations that I uncovered a conspiracy.
This is ridiculous! Why are we still listening to a random duck that waddled into this office? I'm leaving.
Look at him waddle away.
I'm a certified private investigator and...
It's okay. Just tell us what you know.
Do you think Laura, Boris, and Sophie are all in a conspiracy against Freddy?
Salami is being smuggled from Salsiccia using your very own buses.
Huh? What's going on?
Okay, this is going too far. I really have more important things to do.
Now that is really scandalous. Does that mean we're losing our jobs?
Maybe.
Oh, is she gonna go in too? Margaret, no! Please put the whisk back here.
Listen, everybody!
That only leaves my two of my 3 suspects.
It's really important that no one leaves the premises.
I need to get back to work.
Oh, everybody's leaving?
Freddy, at least I have you.
I'm still here, Mr. Duck Detective.
Yeah.
Well, what do you have for me?
This is getting intense, isn't it? Maybe you could need a little help? You seem lonely.
Oh,
I could be your assistant. What do you want me to do? Decipher messages? Talk someone into telling us the truth? Follow people around? I'm pretty good at that.
Just stay here.
Like this?
Yup, you're doing great.
if Freddy gets fired, maybe he'll join me as my Watson in the sequel. Oh, Margaret!
Oh, who would hire me at this age?
Oh, Margaret!
Oh, maybe I can be a real estate agent.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I always wanted to be a rich real estate agent.
Aww. Follow your dreams, Margaret. Now then, hello, Freddy. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Oh, whoa! Forgot which one I had to take off there for a second. I got so... Eugene McQuacklin, he's on my Blue Sky account. Duck Detective Blue Sky. Throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice. Social media account. Stalking. 10,273 posts. Looking for a job. Will do almost anything. Buy my book. Buy my book. Overtime or something. Crime and thrillers. Murder at the Beaver's Dam. When the dam broke, Beaver Bitchel lost his mind. Detective novel. Murder. A kidnapping and a kingpin. Never kidnap a king penguin. Kingpin on his birthday. Detective novel. Kidnapping. So this goes back to an earlier idea I had where was Freddy basically framing himself, because if he is like that into me, and if I'm over here sad posting on social media being like, I'll do almost anything, maybe Freddy's like, I gotta go help my BFF, my duck detective out.
Someone is clearly obsessed with detectives.
This goes me, yeah, that was like one of the earliest assumptions I had, which kind of got thrown out because I think, because now with the smuggling, I feel like that's not just a straight up,
Why would Laura recruit you to deal with the theft?
why would, yeah, Laura was the one that hired me though. Yeah, it wasn't Freddy, it was Laura. Is it because she obviously knows that I'm a really good... She knows that I'm his favorite detective. Because Freddy doesn't shut up about me, right? So what more... would that be... What more fitting way to, like, get rid of Freddy than to, like, have his favorite detective be the one to do him in?
Aren't there any other detectives who are actually qualified for the job?
Well, hold on. I'm licensed.
I've been doing very well so far, if I do say so myself. The truth will be revealed in the end.
Huh?
Someone's missing. And that means...
Finally, Manfred is out of his office. Time to see what's behind his precious family portrait.
I really hope he doesn't come in and get me. It is a safe! Just like my Payday 2s. CSOOBD. There are theoretically 4, but right now I think there are 2 of them. Assuming it means customer service, the operations office, and 1 bus driver. Hold on. But we know there are 4 bus drivers total. Yes! There's 1 bus driver we talked to, but there are 4 total.
Did it!
Ha!
Oh, I always wanted to open a ridiculously big safe.
Let's see how much salami's in this safe, shall we?
Let's see what secrets he has in here.
Uh-huh. Keys. The server room key! Dear Ingrid. 2 letters, different handwriting. Dear Ingrid, I know I haven't been there for you and the kids recently. Oh my god, why is there so much heartbreak in this? Oh my god. But things are looking up. I would love to take you to a romantic getaway to Hollandaise. Love, Manfred. Listen up. Demands employee of the month. TV in my room. Keep quiet about the thing. Do all these things and nothing will happen to you. Manfred. That's why Manfred was lying to me earlier about the things he didn't know, because he's being blackmailed. Sakü. Fear of snitching. Blackmail. In this episode of Duck Divorce. There you go. That's the. This episode of Duck Detective. Duck Divorce? Ooh. So. We have another character that is going through hard romantic troubles. Manfred's wife, Ingrid, and him are currently going through some stuff. D'oeuvres. Like hors d'oeuvres, but like, good lord. So someone is blackmailing him. Employee of the month. TV in my room. Keep quiet about the thing. Do all these things and nothing will happen to you. Make me employee of the month. TV in my room. Keep quiet about the thing. Is this in my room? My room is a very specific wording. Manfred Erst. Manfred's a bear. There's no... I'm trying to think of nepotism. Horse divorce! That is a layered reference. Thank you for that. Horse divorce hors d'oeuvres. Duck d'oeuvres, as in hors d'oeuvres. Duck d'oeuvres. That is a very good joke that had to be explained to me.
Awful lot of security for a branch manager of a bus company. Wait, this keychain. Here it is. The key for the server room.
That's an insane one, Ben. That would be interesting if someone was living in there. Because it says from my... That's the thing. What do you mean, my room? Who would be living in the server room? My initial assumption would be Laura. Boris. Manfred.
It's not really a detective's job to spin crazy conspiracy theories, is it?
Au contraire. I've done it once, and I'll do it again. You clearly don't know anything about detectives, do you there, Manfred?
Sometimes the truth is pretty crazy.
Seems a bit cheap.
They'll never know, Ben. They'll never know. A lot of people out front here. A lot of things to interact with as well. I think Sophie's currently crying in the server room.
She left? Just like this?
Maybe Sophie's been living in the server room.
Maybe she's at home. Should I look for her?
Let's see. That's it. I quit. You'll never see me again. Sophie Windheimer with a Hold on a second here. Also, this is blue pin. This handwriting makes me think it looks a bit like Manfred's handwriting, doesn't it? Quit job, sudden news. Never. Dramatic. Sophie, letter author question mark though. With a D though?
What a dramatic turn. I should keep this as evidence.
If we look at her though, there's no D in Windheimer. Why would she misspell her own name? And again, if you look at that blue handwriting, it's blue, but this is written out. This has some bits of cursive in it, so we can't go handwriting one-to-one. And this looks too nice for this one. But this clearly isn't Sophie who actually wrote this because the name is wrong. Whoever wrote this is the same one who wrote this though, because if you look, Sayonara Edgelords. Look at that little squiggle on the Sayonara. Look, little squiggle on Sophie. There are things afoot.
Did you read Sophie's letter?
I did. Something's off.
Her name.
Something's different.
Astute observation. You're correct. Sophie's computer. Clearly, unknown number. Anymore. I'll tell them everything. Don't. You block this number. Click here to unblock. Blocked. No communication. So why did Boris and Sophie break up? Boris might have been the one doing the smuggling, right? Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Sophie actually. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for expecting my coworkers to remember my birthday? Aw, it's my 20th birthday today, and no one congratulated me. I don't need much, but at least a handwritten card would have been nice. Birthday card. High expectations.
I can't believe she complained about this online. Let's see. The last dialed number on this phone is 03051777.
I've seen that before. Where? I've seen that before. Where? Yes! Notify the local police about suspicious activity. 03051777. Yes! Whoever's phone this is was calling about the prohibited goods.
Sophie left.
Sophie or Boris were going to snitch about the illegal goods they've been running.
And she left a note on the desk.
This is the note Sophie left. Can you tell me more about it?
It doesn't make sense at all that she'd just suddenly leave. She definitely needs the money. And she would have told me. I'm her friend.
She doesn't fully see it the same way from my earlier conversation with her. She likes you, but she does think you're a little high-strung. But generally speaking, I think you might be onto something there. Make me employee of the month, TV in my room, keep quiet about the thing. Do all these and nothing will happen to you. Boris? No. Let me see if I can go show this note to anyone else real quick. Aha!
Have you seen Sophie's resignation?
No. I can't say it comes at a surprise. She never particularly enjoyed her job. It's difficult finding replacements nowadays, though.
Whose phone is that? Who's calling the tip line?
What do you think of this note?
It's no surprise she's left, is it? Would you want to work with someone you've dated in the past?
Yeah, I don't think Margaret's guilty of anything, but I think she's giving me that information that I needed. Thank you, Margaret. Just in case you had forgotten.
What do you think of Sophie's resignation?
Oh? I guess Boris was overdoing it a bit with that present.
Oh, the heart necklace.
I did tell him to cool off a bit. Why are people not listening to me?
Nothing there. Only one place left then.
Let's see what's hidden in here.
Finally.
What are you doing?
Secret detective business. The electrical sparks and blinking lights created a claustrophobic atmosphere. I definitely felt that I wasn't supposed to be here.
Well, well, well.
What's he keeping in all these boxes?
Is it the salami?
I don't think it's meant to do this.
Ben. TV in my room. Wait a minute. Editor, cut in a flashback right now. Cut back to Manfred talking about Rufus. What did he say explicitly? He said, well, Rufus, he kind of came with the building. Boom! He literally came with the building. The thing is, though, employee of the month, TV in my room, keep quiet about the thing. Rufus is the current employee of the month. This isn't for a new employee of the month. This is for the current employee of the month, presumably then. This is an old letter. The thing is not about the Salami Bandit. I think Rufus's thing is keep quiet about my book. It's me. Oh my god. Bags under eyes. I'm anxious. This is really cute, actually. Tattered hat. Poor. Breadcrumbs. Shame.
Has that been there the whole day?
Can I see a full picture of me? Aww. Yes. I look so sad. You hit rock bottom, Eugene. You can only go up from here. Who am I kidding? Yeezay. Bear Bus 100 Schmark voucher. New unused 100 Schmark voucher now selling for 80 Schmark. Wait a minute! On Margaret's computer. Oh my god! I don't know if they're the Salami Bandit, but Margaret and Rufus are conducting in some illegal activity because Margaret has those vouchers on her computer. Margaret was probably giving the vouchers to Rufus to sell them online, and then together they could go on a holiday vacation. Bearbus 100 Schmark voucher. Camera 3 playback. Yes. Yes. Lisa. How to delete Easy selling history. Dad, this is not Google. Okay. Yeah, that's the penguin's daughter. Manipulate history. Confusing message. Computer illiterate. Camera. Bus. CCTV. What are these? Kraken Academy? Odyssey Island?
What's up with these bear bus vouchers on eBay? Honestly, this is nicer than my apartment.
Well. Blank got blank because blank wanted to blank. Ooh. Blackmail, dated, framed, kidnapped, murdered, stalked, neither. Go home, leave, snitch. So it wouldn't be stalked, it wouldn't be murdered. Ooh, it might be kidnapped, actually. Blackmail, dated, framed, kidnapped. So someone wanted to snitch is my assumption. Maybe Sophie wanted to snitch. I think Sophie wanted to snitch. Yes! She was taken away. That's why, because
Sophie got kidnapped.
she was kidnapped. The note was not her own name, right? It was someone else's handwriting. It wasn't her name, wasn't her handwriting. She was taken away. She was kidnapped. The question is, who would do it? Rufus, Manfred, Boris. Was it Rufus and Margaret? All this long.
There must be more to this.
Blank, blank, blank. To make him, her, stay quiet about blank. Blank, 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 blank is the one that provides the blank to blank. Blank kidnaps Sophie to make her stay quiet about blank. Ooh, hold on. There we go. Illegally importing sausage, salamis, whatever it was. To make him stay quiet about Boris. Boris is the bus driver. So what happens is, yes. Boris is the bus driver. Hold on. Boris is the bus driver. Oh my god, I think this is some fucking conspiracy level bullshit. It is! It is! Oh my god! Rufus lives in the server room, right? We know that from the conversation on the computer. We know that from his book being everywhere. Rufus came with the building. That was something that Manfred told us. So Rufus is here. We're in his room right now. Rufus sells things illegally on eBay. We know at the very least that he sells the bus vouchers. Where does he get those? From his mahjong partner, air quotes, Margaret. Because we saw on her computer that she has the vouchers pulled up, right? So this is already one thing. Now we know that Sophie wanted to snitch about the sausages, the salamis. Where would the salamis be coming from? They come from the west. Who goes to the west? Boris. Boris is on this bus trail where Salisica over here is in the west. They take salamis from here and they bring them over to the east. And then they need to get rid of them. They need to sell them. How would he sell them? Boris gives them to Rufus to sell on eBay. Sophie and Laura would have found out about this because they also know about Rufus's other side as an author. So they are all in the know about this. Manfred also finds out about this, but they blackmail Manfred and say that if he doesn't keep it up, and if he doesn't, like, make him employee of the month, keep the TV in the room, and keep quiet about the thing, then he's gonna probably, like, be blackmailed and Ingrid or something like that. Freddy is the fall guy in all of this. Rufus is the mastermind. What's up, Teal? Mahjong does things to people, Teal. Get out now while you can. Rufus kidnaps Sophie to make her stay quiet about Boris illegally importing salamis. Salamis to Rufus. Fuck! 3 or more things are wrong? Ooh. Books, buses, cakes, enemies, salamis, vouchers. Also, this wouldn't be Boris, then it would be Margaret. No, what? It's Laura. I think Laura might be in on this as well. If someone's gonna kidnap Sophie, it would be Laura. Fuck. Oh my god, actually. Ah! Oh, things are getting spicy here. So someone kidnap Sophie. That's correct. Kidnap Sophie is correct. Boris illegally importing salamis. I think that's all correct. The things we don't know about are these 3 down here, and who is the one that actually kidnapped Sophie then? Wait a minute. That's it. I quit. You'll never see me again, Sophie Windheimer. It's the same handwriting as this. Buongiorno, everyone. Quite unbelievable. I enter the office really easily, lol. Sayonara, edgelords. So we know that whoever wrote this Salami Bandit letter has a cocky attitude. Laura's in here as well. Laura and Rufus, I think, are the string pullers. I think Boris is just like the muscle, basically. He's the one getting the salamis. He's the bag man, right? He's the bag man. Freddy's the fall guy. Rufus is the seller. Maybe Laura is the mastermind here. Maybe that's why she's up on the energy readings. She's always just staying here. She's been here for 10 days straight. Not just for her job, but also to get some money on the scratch. She needs scratch on the side, right? And she's like, I'm not getting enough money from Manfred, so I gotta go do stuff on the side. I need to sell these salamis. So she's getting Boris to do the salamis, and Sophie, who was dating Boris, finds out about this, and they're friends, but like, editor, cut it again. What did Sophie say about Laura? If she keeps this up, I don't know, she's gonna get a heart attack at 23. Ooh. Is Laura the one providing the vouchers to Rufus? It might not be vouchers. I think it's salamis, actually. Salamis to Laura. Hints available at closing your journal. Hold on. Switch this to... Dang it. Actually, the Salami Bandit might be the correct one here. Or no. The Salami Bandit might be this one here. The Salami Bandit is the one that provides the salamis to Rufus? Okay, I'll take the hint. Wait. Oh, wait, it just means this.
Isn't easy.
Ponder the details. Let's find out.
The thing that bothered me in particular was...
The safe.
That note on the safe had pairs of letters on it.
Pairs of letters?
I wonder if they're abbreviations for something. Haven't I seen them before? I should also look at previous deductions.
Hold
Back
on.
to work, then.
No on the safe. Wait! I think it's talking about, like, the code for the safe, because it was the, Yeah, it's the code for the... I don't actually need that. I don't think I do. I feel like that's...
Detective work isn't easy.
I don't think I actually need that one.
The thing that bothered me in particular was... I need to analyze the letter in Manfred's safe carefully.
Yes, I agree with this.
I should also see if there is a connection in the office to what's going on in the server room. I need to have a look at people's PC screens again.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's Margaret's giving the vouchers to Rufus.
What are you doing in
Jesus
there?
Christ, oh no!
Snooping around, are we?
That
room is strictly off limits. I even put up posters.
You put up posters, you say.
This is for important detective work.
Huh? This is Sophie's phone.
Let's see. The last dialed number on this phone is 0305. Detective work isn't easy.
Obviously, we know that she was gonna snitch. This is Sophie's phone down here. So who was gonna try to call the number, right? Because that's the number for the customs. Something in the kitchen. Hmm. Just admiring the sparks here, Rufus. Nothing to see here. Nice TV, by the way, Rufus. Aha! I didn't see this. It blended in with the... I was missing a keyword. Something fierce. KTS Enjoyer. Oh. KTS, is that a K-pop thing? KTS. Banned! It is! KTS Enjoyer is Sophie. Oh, is this the... Oh, wait a minute. Technically, we probably shouldn't have known that Sophie was going to betray them until we read this one. Almost dead. This is Laura. Are your parents still angry at you? Angry. Fight? KTS Enjoyer. Nonsensical message. Wait a minute. At 3:09 to 3:10. So she responded here, but this was her getting taken away then?
This is curious. Why would she write like this? Someone forgot their phone.
Wait a minute. This would be the person they're talking to, right? So this is you imagine this is Laura's phone then? Because simply whatever's up here is the one that you're like calling, right? It would say like Dad. So now that we have that, someone kidnapped Sophie. To make us stay quiet about Boris illegally importing salamis. We know that Margaret is the one supplying voucher codes to Rufus. This one is true. Illegally importing salamis has to be correct. Oh, wait a minute. What if the salamis aren't... No, it's 3 more things wrong still. But there's now the vouchers and there's also the salamis, right? Because Margaret and Rufus are over here. Bear Bus internal vouchers for CS agents. Here are the vouchers. And then this is her message with Rufus. Delete everything. What? This puts it in a new light. I originally read this as like him talking about the book and everything, right? So this is Rufus being found out about selling the codes, and he's saying delete everything because it's the same way that he was like talking to his daughter and being like, how do I delete search history? So unrelatedly... Oh! It's not about... This isn't about Sophie at all. Rufus blackmailed... Yes! That's what was wrong! It was about Rufus blackmailing Manfred. To make him stay quiet about Margaret. To make him say about Rufus illegally selling the vouchers. It wasn't about the salamis at all for that one.
So this is what Rufus and Margaret were doing with the vouchers. It might be illegal, but...
This isn't related to my case.
This wasn't what I was here for.
That's why I was like, I don't fully... Okay.
I needed to catch the Salami bandit.
They can have their own
I
little...
quickly needed to find out where
cute
Sophie
little,
was being kept.
like little villain criminal thing on their own.
I also couldn't let the Salami bandit get away with this. It was finally time to find out who was behind everything.
So yeah, I think it's Laura and Boris and Sophie are doing things. So that would lead me to believe that Margaret, Rufus, and Manfred, while sketchy in their own right, are actually not related to the Salami Bandit. I think Laura is the mastermind then. Yeah. Sophie's at Laura's home. Wait. Bear Bus's station. Because where could she be? There are a few places, but I have a feeling. Is that Bear Bus's station on a bus? Fuck. Laura? No, okay, it is Bear Bus. Okay. So if you say Bear Bus's station office? So this was when Bear Bus's home? That doesn't make sense. Or no. Bear Bus's office. In a bus? Oh, okay, never mind. Sure, whatever. Wording.
Oh my god! That's where she is being kept.
That's why you're here.
It's important that I stayed calm now. I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing. I needed to first figure out who is behind everything, so I could confront them.
We'll do it under this light for the Trude mood. Is her ex? Oh, is that not one of my options? Cheap, different, expensive, identical. Blank is the blank salami. Is his or her handwriting? Or identical. So if we're comparing handwriting, then that's it. I quit. You'll never see me again. Squiggly, Sophie Winheimer. Buongiorno, everyone. Quite unbelievable. I entered the office really easily, lol. Squiggly, sayonara edgelords. Hungry, your lunch canceled. Lore from CS is too loud. Swear to God, if someone steals my mug again, I'll end them. It might not be Lore. Hold on. Look at the G of the mug. What's up, Aeon? No sad children, just divorced ducks. Welcome on in. We're out here. We got a bread addiction. We recently divorced Anna, my wife, ex-wife. We're trying to figure out who the Salami Bandit is between any of these ones. Also, she's divorced, and he's probably divorced, and they're currently going through marital issues. Her and him were a couple, but they're exes right now. She might be a criminal, and he's kind of the fall guy. So a lot of people are sad. And right now, we're trying to figure out who is the Salami Bandit. So the G's in God and in Mug, the way it loops back around in itself, compare those to the Buongiorno. Sophie Winner. I'm trying to figure out. Dear Ingrid. Wait a minute. Love Manfred. Look at that. That's squiggle before Manfred. That's squiggle before Sophie. That's squiggle before Sayonara. It was Manfred? Of course! Of course it's Manfred! What was... Because, like, what was Manfred getting blackmailed for? Like, Manfred's being told, like, hey, don't tell about me and Margaret selling these codes. Obviously, there has to be something he's blackmailing him for. It's because the Rufus knows that Manfred is the Salami Bandit. Got it.
Manfred is the Salami Bandit. That makes a lot of sense. Ironic that his handwritten note meant to frame Fredersen ended up incriminating Manfred instead. Something was missing here. Who else was involved with this? I had collected everything I needed. I just had to organize my thoughts.
I think we got it. So, Rufus and Margaret, while doing illegal activity, are not technically important to the story. Where they're just stealing vouchers and they're having their old, like, married, ex-divorced, whatever. Like, they're having their old couple lover fling thing where they're selling vouchers, doing illegal activity, and they're gonna go on a vacation and have sexy alien sex or whatever. Manfred, who is the Salami Bandit, who has been taking salamis and importing them illegally and then selling them, was found out by Rufus, and Rufus was blackmailing him in order to get a TV in his thing, to make him Employee of the Month, and just keep quiet about them, because it will be like, you know, they're respecting each other as doing illegal activities. Boris was the one importing the sausages for Manfred, so Boris was the bad guy. Boris and Sophie were dating, so Sophie probably knew about that. Sophie would want to call the cops. Does Laura actually have anything to do with this? Manfred is the Salami Bandit. Ooh. Accomplice. Who could easily carry out the blank of the blank. Accomplice, enemy, friend, lover. The only one I can think about is if Boris was the one... Like, Laura's the only one that would fit this spot, right? Or what? But what's the... So we don't know who... Is the... Accomplice makes the most sense here. Blank is the Salami Bandit's accomplice because Salami Bandit needs someone who could easily carry out the blank of the blank. No, it would be Rufus then. Is it... So Rufus is not actually... I said like, oh, they're doing real respects real. But I think Rufus was actually the one selling the salamis like originally. Like I said originally, where it was like, oh, he's selling the vouchers and he's also selling the salamis on Ize. Carrying out the selling of the salamis. Ooh. I mean, it's also Boris, but... Oh, okay, yeah, we kind of already knew that one.
The Salami Bandit wasn't working alone.
I mean, that was kind of like implied from the last one that we did, but yeah, that works too.
It made sense for the bus driver to be involved.
Oh, you're right, because Laura was the one that called the detective in the first place. Blank because she used to date Sophie. Sophie is the Salami Bandit's enemy because they used to date Boris, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince. Hold on. Sophie's the Salami Bandit enemy because she used to date Boris. Yeah, because Sophie used to date Boris. Sophie's the enemy, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince blank into blank. No. Sad. K-pop fan. Dear Ingrid, I know I haven't been there for you and the kids recently, but things are looking up. I would love to take you to a romantic getaway to Hollandaise. Is Sophie? I'm gonna say accomplice right now. Okay, we're gonna say accomplice. For a second I was like, hold on.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this.
For a second I was gonna say, is Sophie and the boss lovers?
Aha! I had it all figured out now.
Laura called you because Sophie found out Boris and tried to call police but was shut up. Because Sophie found out Boris. Yes, like there was a like Sophie was like, hey Laura, just a heads up, we talk to each other, we know this about each other. You need to call for help as well.
It was time that I confront the culprits. But first, I had to free Sophie.
What can I say, I have a type.
Sophie! What happened?
What's going on out here?
Why is everyone yelling?
This looks dramatic.
It's kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story? The one and only Duck Detective.
Read the room.
I was reading it pretty fine, honestly.
This is how everything went down. The Britzel Beerbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result.
Ah, that's why he was doing it.
Worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner. This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then, Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay.
Oh!
It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses. And this is why Manfred stole Laura's lunch!
What?
Wait, I don't...
Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty? Manfred, Sophie, and Boris are all involved in the smuggling. Who should get arrested for their crimes? Manfred was the mastermind behind everything. Should Manfred get arrested?
Oh no, I don't like this. Ah. What's this, Ivan? Happy Thursday. Cause the original reason we were brought here, which, yeah, now that I'm thinking about this, there are some things that are a little bit goofy. But the original reason we were brought here is because I was hired to find out who was stealing lunch. Because the lunch was stolen by, like, someone had stole Laura's lunch. Laura being the small black cat who's, like, out of their mind on Monster Energy drinks right now. Someone had stolen their lunch and was like, I did it. It was me, the Salami Bandit. But now I'm trying to figure out why... Was it... How many levels and layers are there to, like, stealing lunch in order to bypass this salami smuggling? I think... Should Manfred get arrested, though? Yeah.
He is the reason this all started in the first place. Of course he should be arrested. What about Sophie? Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been possible.
We can use Sophie's testimony against Manfred, and she can get off with a lighter sentence.
She manipulated poor Boris into...
Because she had cold
taking
feet, she can
across
turn on
the
him.
border. Should Sophie get arrested? Manfred clearly was the one who gave the instructions. Sophie was naive to follow
This
along,
feels weird. I feel like...
But I don't believe she is truly lying.
I'm not the one who should be the one doling out punishment. I'm a detective. I'm not a cop. Even then, a cop shouldn't be doling out punishment either. That should be the right of the jury. Not technically the judge. The jury just decides on it. Whatever. This is above my pay grade.
Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the Salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested?
This is a tougher one. I think theoretically the same as Sophie. Boris didn't show any regret. I'm gonna say no. I feel like because Boris was probably being coerced by his boss in a way, and was also being manipulated by Sophie.
He didn't even realize what was happening.
Also that probably, yeah.
I don't think this is a basis for arresting someone. All right, I've made up my mind. I will report to the state police.
It's like a big sandwich.
Manfred!
And I do it again!
It really is Scooby-Doo!
Anything to secure my family's well-being.
I'm not sure grand-scale salami smuggling was necessary for that.
How else was I going to cope with all the budget cuts? If anyone actually worked in this office, we wouldn't have such terrible performance in the first place.
Oh, Laura, eat this man up.
Hey!
Yes!
I work!
Yes, and then you keep asking for promotions. How am I going to give anyone a promotion if we have people baking cakes during working hours?
Oh no! Don't be mean to Margaret. Even if Margaret and Rufus are also doing illegal activities, I like them. I support and encourage their weird older couple thing.
And while we're at it, Rufus! How dare you embezzle money from the company and then threaten me?
That's... Rufus said we're only doing that until his book takes off.
Oh no, that's never gonna happen, honey. I'm sorry.
And then I'll play the lead alien in the movie adaptation.
Aww.
Look who's going to jail now, Manfred. Not me, that's for sure.
I stand by what I said. I regret nothing.
Wow, you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective. You're just as cool as I imagined.
Not now, Fredderson.
Quacked the case. I got an achievement. They made it.
The truth is an ugly mistress. But it is
Oh, I like the
my
police
duty
dog.
to throw Fred to the fine beak of Lady Justice.
Oh, that's really cute. 98% of players decide to arrest Manfred. Not that's 65% Sophie, 70% Boris. That's about what I expected as well. Where it's like Sophie's even the lowest because she had the very clear like intent of like, hold on, actually I want to take this back. I want to like confess. Manfred very much the mastermind. Boris I could see being between the two where it's like, Boris is just kind of like a middleman. That's really cute. Oh, what a cute game. Well, hats off, as they say. What an adorable little game. So, Screw, if you like this game, there's a sequel to this game out right now. It came out, I think, like in the last couple weeks or something like that. And also, more importantly, or equally as important, there's currently like a sale going on for, what was it? For cerebral puzzle games and for cozy family-friendly games, and I think this is technically part of both of those sales. And also, more importantly, it's also still on sale because of the release of the sequel. So if you like this game and you want to play it yourself, and/or you want to play the sequel before I do, go check it out now. No, it's still it's still my boy McQuackson. I don't remember what his first name was. Edward?
Oh, crap.
Oh, tap back in.
I completely forgot to collect my payment from Laura. Everybody already went home. How am I going to pay for the bus?
What about the person that was outside? Did she get her two schmark back?
Guess I'm walking home.
Oh my God, Freddy!
Need a ride? I just booked this one. It's been such a long day after all.
This is gonna be the sequel tie-in, actually.
No, thank you.
Aww.
Come on, it'll be fun. Plus, you must be tired after all the detective work.
I really
Oh,
don't.
Freddy does have a lot of money. That is true. He's like one of the most paid employees.
Please?
Boy's probably going to do whatever Sophie's going to do. That's my thought process as well, Dolly. Between that, where like he could also confess, because he mostly just cared about Sophie and was just doing things for her, and also like he was just like a middleman, which I agree. Like it's, you could definitely not like hold him as accountable. This Manfred mastermind, get him behind bars.
Yeah, fine.
Great. Now I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your social media.
Oh my God, I was thinking about this earlier. I don't know if I said this out loud or not, but I was like, Freddy feels like I'm gonna get him off, and then, which I did, and then now he's gonna be like my Watson, or at least my sidekick, which I may or may not begrudgingly have with me, as you can tell from the lines.
Please don't.
I could get you tons of publicity.
No.
And imagine, we can team up,
Absolutely not.
and I could be your sidekick. Yeah.
To say he's the actual mastermind, like if Freddy just pulls a the 11th hour, just like, oh, by the way, it was me all along. Cut the hard credits again. That'd be an insane rug pull. Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? All right, that's fine. I would follow that TikTok account. I have to like download TikTok and make an account, but like a noir detective TikTok, that's up my alley right now. What a fun little game. And yeah, here it is. Duck detected the ghost of glamping, which I don't know what that is. Glamping sounds like a Oh, I know what glamping is. Wait a minute. It's glam camping. Because it's camping that's like, it's glamorous camping. Oh my god. Oh my god, I just heard what that meant. Wow. I don't know how I should feel the fact that I know what glamping is, but hey, that's what that is. I thought it was gonna be like a museum, and it was gonna be like, there's a ghost. It's the ghost of glamping. Like glamping was a person, but no, glamping is like glamorous camping. What a cute game though. Very enjoyable. Would highly recommend it. Keep an eye out for that. And like I said, if you guys like this game or any other games, there's a cerebral puzzle showcase and a cozy family friendly, which I think this fits in both because it's detective and also it's very cute. Oh my goodness gracious. I can't wait to play more of these. I ended up buying, what did I end up buying? I got Blueprints, Islands and Trains. That's neither a puzzle. It's cute, but it's not a puzzle one. But Blueprints, Opus Magnum, Railbound, and Unpacking are like the big like games that I picked up from that one. Island and Trains is more just for me. And I can't wait to play those. Railbound especially. Like Blueprints I've heard a lot of good things about. That's probably gonna be a very quality game I'm gonna enjoy. And Unpacking is like a very standard one I've always seen people play, and I've heard good things about it. Opus Magnum just looks like it will hit the sparks in my brain right. But Railbound is one that I've not heard about ever, and I just saw it, and it looks adorable, and it looks just, it's pure puzzle. Like, I don't think any of these, I think Unpacking has a bit of a story from what Ben has told me before. Blueprints might also have some story. I don't really know about that one. I've kept in the shadows on that one. Railbound looks like it's just cute train puzzles, which, all about. Can't wait to play some of those. Unfortunately, next week, we're not playing any of those. We're playing Ensemble Stars for Thursday. Because next Friday is my Oyasa's birthday, so I want to get I want to go through my like intro stuff, and I want to do a little poll on that one. But then after that, any of those are free game. Including, but not limited to, actually, honestly, probably before any of those ones, we might end up doing the detective. Since I have this, actually, I have the sequel. I don't know what the order of things we're going to do is, but keep an eye out for any of these. And also, I guess, depending on, like, the time, Blueprints might be a Sunday game. Since Armored Core, this might be our last Armored Core on this Sunday, since that should wrap it up. And if Blueprints is a longer one, that might be a Sunday game. I don't know. Keep an eye out. Keep an ear out. I'll yell at you guys as we decide things, of course. But very fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that game. Let's see, with that, shall we wrap? So I want to send you guys. Ooh. I just love this music, by the way. 34. I heard it was a longer game. Like, Blueprints is probably going to be a Sunday game. Especially that. I didn't know if it was 30 or 40. I knew it was going to be longer. I didn't know if it was going to be like a multiple Thursdays or like a multiple Sundays, but that sounds like multiple Sundays. Nice. Anytime, Dolly, anytime. By the way, I think I said this at the beginning of the stream. When I first launched this game to like test out the, to make sure that it got captured and everything like that, I just sat on this, I made sure everything worked, and then I just sat on the screen for the first 20 minutes, which is why it was also the intro music for this stream. Just because I really like this. I like this jazz. Anytime, Ben, anytime. I gotta make more games with this soundtrack, for me specifically. Ooh, how long have you been live? So I'm going to wrap up. We're going to send you guys over to Juice News. Currently playing Cash Cleaner Simulator. Check him out. He's a very competent henchman. There we go. That's the word I was trying to think of. Go check him out. Go say hi. Go help him out in his journey to become a fantastic henchman. But with that, I got nothing else. I hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful game for like the 40th time I've said that, but it really was nice. And with that, I got nothing else. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to catch you next time. Peace out, everyone. And see you there in 3, 2, 1. Go say hi.